They tried to claim her, to break her will, to shatter the walls that our hands had built. But her banner flies, her throne stands tall, with her leader to answer the call. Through storms and battle, we stand in her name. For what we have built, we'll never betray. With voice commanding and strength untamed, no power in the verse will put her in chains. Hellstern stands, sovereign and free, built by the blood of you and me. With iron will and steady hand, she reigns unchallenged, strong we stand. She is the fire, she is the fight. Hellstern forever burns bright. Every wreck we salvage, every blade we bear, every soul who joins us breathes her air. From deep in the black to the edge of the line, her name echoes, her stars align. Through the wreckage of war, her spirit remains unyielding, defiant through struggle and pain. She's not just a name, not just a fleet, she's the blood in our veins, the ground at our feet. Hellstern stands, sovereign and free, built by the blood of you and me. With iron will and steady hand, she reigns unchallenged, strong we stand. She is the fire, she is the fight. Hellstern forever burns bright. Her leader stands unshaken and true, guiding her people, the chosen few. Through the stars, her legend will ride. Hellstern eternal, burning inside.
Let me just make sure my audio is on. Okay, my mic is on. Discord is on. Alright guys, we're live. Welcome to another episode of the Captain's Log. First and foremost, I want to apologize for the late start. Had a bunch of updates and had a bunch of technical difficulties after those updates. It caused some havoc. Let's see here. Today we have three guests as per usual. We have Stompy, Acid, and Warhog, members of Hellstern Interstellar Tactics. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining me on the stream. It's okay, you can speak.
Howdy.
There we go.
I'll break the ice. The other
It's,
two are a little shy today.
It's, well, no, one stepped away, and the other one, he might have actually stepped away too, now that I think about it. Anyways, the breaking the ice comment reminds me of a joke that I heard in high school, I think it was. Basically, you walk up to any particular person, doesn't matter who, and you say, hey, quick question for you, how much does an elephant weigh? And they look at you kind of quizzically, they give you an answer, or it could be they may actually try to guess, but really the answer is enough to break the ice. Hi, my name is whatever.
Love starting right off into the dad jokes.
Right? That. I mean, come on. I'm a dad of two, and if I'm not telling dad jokes, then I don't deserve this position. All right. So today we have a little bit more in the 4.1 as per the title. So we're going to go over that. We're going to go over A few other things that we found in the that has been leaked recently talk about whether it is factual or not. And we're going to talk about a new ship. So let's get right into it. I'm going to go ahead and grab some pictures.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Acid. We are live, and I hope you
Live.
remember to wash your hands. No, I'm kidding.
I always wash my hands.
Uh-huh. You're just saying that because we're live, aren't you?
No, I'm saying that because I'm a germaphobe.
Oh.
I'm just kidding. I'm not a germaphobe, but I definitely don't always wash my hands. I'm a fucking guy. Come on.
All right,
Yeah.
moving on. All right, so we're just getting into the details of what we're talking about in the stream. I'm quickly grabbing some pictures of the new ships or vehicles, I should say. Acid, you have played the BTU a little bit with me. Do you have any particular feelings about it or thoughts regarding some of the new content? Could be stuff that we've already talked about or stuff that we just found out about.
And as far as like the stuff that is out that's not like new that we got to actually experience, I mean, I think it's pretty cool. I'm excited that we finally have like a new species that's also a mission giver via aliens, you know. That's pretty cool, and it's nice to, I think it's a bit of like a, I think it's funny that it's the Banu compared to any other species or alien race, whatever you want to call it, because like we have one ship from them, and like the only other ship from them is like a very like controversial ship in the Star Citizen community. So I think it's funny that we're getting a Banu mission giver.
The Banu doesn't exist.
What do you mean?
Right.
By that?
The ship, the controversial ship, is the Banu doesn't exist.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah. Like that's pretty much that's the big thing. It doesn't exist. There's nobody working on it. It's not a thing yet. It's not real. It's fake. It's false advertising.
All right, so I got a couple pictures here of one of the ships. Let me go ahead and start getting them in here. Stuff everywhere. Here we go. Let's go ahead and just throw. Maybe. Oh, come on.
Maybe not.
It's being lame. Normally just lets me drag things in. It's not letting me do that.
You know, another thing as far as it goes, we're technically speaking on species. We also have the what's it called? The young Valakar. Which
Yes, that's right.
for a juvenile, that's the word I was looking for. A
Juvenile, yep.
Valakar. And for juvenile, they are big motherfuckers. They're pretty cool too, not gonna lie. They're actually really badass looking things. But I think that excites me for fighting sandworms, for sure. Because I already ran around them, and they spawn in groups of 2 or 3 right now, which I think they should do. I will say this, that it takes my immersion away when I go into the desert of like this beautiful moon, and then all of a sudden they're just like spawning up like in a Hogwarts Legacy style of goblin spawn. It's just like a group of 3, a group of 2. It's like it doesn't seem.
I think the
as
largest I've seen is a group
random.
of 4.
You can see, but the grouping and the way it's scattered, it's like there's something. Maybe it's just because the way they sit out of the ground, so they just flail out of the ground, and then there'll be 3 of them sitting there, and they'll be in the same exact wave animation, like they're fucking strong, flaming, waved, inflatable arm tube men. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that, I think that part's weird. So I think they could do a better job of that as far as how they're spawned in the world. But
So there's
that's
also
my gripe about it. They look cool. I'll give it that.
there's also some more controversy around the new stations and the new Banu, the name of the new Banu guy. We've been pronouncing it Wakello because that's how it's spelled, right? Anyone who speaks English will, or even close to it, will pronounce it roughly the same way. Wikelo, Wakello. But
Mhm.
they gave us a phonetic spelling acid. You're the one who's read it. What is that phonetic spelling? What's it supposed to be?
Wick-a-low. So it's
Wickalo.
Like a piccolo?
Like
the
yeah,
instrument
from
of piccolo,
Dragon.
But Wickalo.
Oh, I thought you were talking about from Dragon Ball Z. I mean, you know.
I've never seen that, so I don't
What? Okay, you know what? No, stop. Stream, you didn't hear that. You didn't hear that. He's totally seen Dragon Ball Z. Shh.
Definitely never seen Dragon Ball Z.
God damn it. Now I'm gonna have a whole bunch of like hate comments on the stream.
Oh yeah, no, I've got hate comments all through my life for shit like that.
So, Wickelo. It is not
Yeah.
spelled that way. In fact, I don't know what language uses E to make that sound, but that is not how that's spelled.
Right.
I'm still going to call it Wikello.
I mean, I'd agree with that too. Like, I wouldn't even fault you for labeling that.
So, CIG get fucked. No, I'm just kidding.
That's
Change the
his
spelling.
name. That's his name, and we have to deal with it. You know, it's 2025, so if somebody tells us what their name is, that's their name.
Not spelled like that.
Nope, that doesn't matter what you say. That's their name.
Nope, it does matter what I say. I'm the one having to deal with the guy and play with him. All right, so I've got a ship here. We're gonna go ahead and pull this up. Now, for those of you that don't like spoilers, turn away, because this is a brand new ship that hasn't been seen yet by the community or been announced by CIG that I know of. Okay, here we go.
We lost Warhog and Krendor's in there. I would bring them both in as a
Okay, one sec.
suggestion.
As a
Thank you.
suggestion.
I just noticed.
As a suggestion.
As a suggestion. I can't
Gosh,
demand,
dang it.
but I would definitely like them both in on this. I always appreciate their inclusions.
Krendor can actually just join himself. He
Ah,
has the
I'm
powers
back.
too.
I pressed the wrong button.
It's a respect
I don't
thing.
know.
I'm not just gonna barge in here.
Fair enough.
You-
All right.
You nice person,
So,
you.
welcome, Krendor. We're just about to unveil one of the new ships that has been shown on the pipeline. So
Yes.
this is a Drake ship, first and foremost. And when you look at it, it doesn't quite make sense. Like, it doesn't say Drake to me, but at the same time it does. So, here we go. There it is. This is the Drake... Oh, shit, I lost the name.
Golem.
Yeah, there it is. The Drake Golem. This is a mining ship. So now both Misk and Drake now each have one salvage and one mining vessel. I have other pictures. I'll throw them up here in just a minute. But let's take it in. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts on the Drake Golem?
I honestly think it does not look half bad for a Drake ship. And that's coming from a lifelong Drake hater.
Yep.
And
Honestly,
from a
that's...
Drake lover. I love it also.
I'm looking at the model right now. It looks good. I like 32 SCU for a starter. That's a decent amount.
I didn't even know that. That's actually really good. That's
I do
a
believe
big
that's
up.
also on par with the Prospector, so I think that's
Yep.
pretty equal.
It is exactly the same. But like
So they're
that's
really
good.
just like
I'm glad
they
that
like
it's
knocked it out. Go ahead.
No, you're good. It's
Well, I was gonna say they knocked it out of the park with this, and they failed on the fortune. Is what it seems like. They went with the same route on
Yeah.
both sides of the aisle, and like
Fortune
one of
is a
them
piece
just
of shit.
failed terribly. But I like all of us seem to like it, which makes me think in the community people are majority gonna like it because the majority of us here do, especially people here who don't like Drake, which is a good thing. I think that's
I
really
like-
cool.
I like the mining laser. It's like on a rail that goes overhead.
So
Mhm.
it's... The first half of it is on an arm that swings back 180. So that'll swing out from the top, and it'll swing forward. So basically...
The whole thing swings.
Yeah, and then it extends forward after it swings out.
Huh. I was thinking more like a Scorpius turret rail thingy.
So that means that each of these tanks that are underneath, which by the way, guys, there are 2 tanks. You can't see the second one because it's blocked by the engines in this picture here. But each of those tanks, which are unique to Drake only, they cannot be swapped to any other vehicle, 16 SCU apiece. So that's interesting. The engines, the engines on it have kind of the same feel as a cutter. So you have kind of those cutter side engines between the tanks. It looks like those are the only VTOL part of the ship, interestingly enough. Giving it a closer look, it only has 2 weapons, which look like they might be size 1s, possibly 2s.
It does
Probably
also get
ones.
2 size 1 missiles on the bottom of the cockpit.
Yeah, I see those missile racks right there, 2 size 1s. This is the first industrial ship to actually get missiles, to my knowledge.
Huh.
Whoa, that's dude, fucking, that's kind of sick.
I mean, it's only size 1s and
weird.
only 2 of them, but that's not bad.
I
is
agree,
weird.
it's weird, but like, it's also like maybe that's just Drake. Like Drake's like, remember, we're Drake, you know? We're gonna throw missiles on our mining ship.
Right, self-defense, of course. Second Amendment.
Yeah. Well, I mean, honestly though, like I think it's good though. I would say that all the salvage vehicles, especially the starter ones, they deserve a little more defense. Granted, like I mean, you still need to understand that, you know, you're in a small ship, and if you're just out there by yourself in a vulture, like you're kind of vulnerable, especially in a place like Pyro. But you know, they're beefing up the reclaimer, they're kind of giving it a little more oomph. I think the little guys deserve a little love as well. And like this, I think that's a good way to put out a ship and do that.
Yeah, and I mean, it is my firm belief that Argo really needs to be like the industrial, the de facto industrial ship producer, right? So now Argo is behind in both salvage and mining. Argo doesn't have any miners, doesn't have any salvagers. How cool would it be to have an MPUV miner? Like just a little 16 SCU tank that, you know, maybe take the Drake tank, slap that underneath, and put a little mining head on the front where the tractor is. That would
But
be...
why would you want that when you can go Hadanite mining in a Atlas?
Well, we're gonna get to that in a minute. And actually, the Atlas can't had wait, can it had night mine? I don't think they're doing. I think
This
that
is
one's
for
for the
head
vehicle
mining.
stuff. Well, Hadnite is no longer for vehicles. They've separated
Right,
all
it's hand mining
gems.
only, but like this can't be a rock replacement. They said the rock's gonna have its own gameplay.
Well, I think that they are bringing this in to be another option besides the rock.
I don't think
That's-
so. I think that it might, because like it has a backpack, right? Like that's
Well, we'll get to that in just a second. I mean, so far everything that's like small form factor like doesn't have a. Anyways, we'll get to it in a minute. So,
Yeah.
anyways, this is the Drake Golem. Let me get another image up on the screen here.
I just love the hazard yellow that it comes with stock. I feel like more Drake ships should have that hazard yellow.
Oh, this picture's a bit bigger. Let me scale that down.
I'd love to see interchangeability with that those cargo pods. I hope that's a thing.
So
Where you can opt for like a just 132 as opposed to the 216s, or
Oh, I
maybe
see what you're saying.
multiple smallers.
I would say that's unlikely because remember, it has to fit to cargo grids and stuff like that. Like they still have to keep things in a form factor that have to be universally usable with other things such as. Well, it's definitely not going to be able to be used with the Endeavor. No, the Expanse. Expanse.
yeah, expense.
Because the Expanse is strictly those misc
They're
bags.
like standard cargo pods.
Yeah, the misc bags. Who makes? Oh, I'm sorry. Argo does have a mining vehicle. Dire. Now they need salvage, but still, like, the Argo bags are slightly bigger than the Misk bags, but the Misk bags will fit seamlessly with the Expanse, but they don't have anything to process these tanks, so you will have to take them back to a station. Or
But yeah, I
to-
mean that's
to your
starter mining, right? Like this is meant to get you into the gameplay loop. I don't think a starter would be doing their own refining. That's not exactly like
That's
well, the
beginner
sh-
friendly.
reliable.
the ship may be a starter, yes, but if you take a look at the Prospector, they also have the Expanse, which has 8 of those bags on the side, so they kind of go hand in hand. You have someone who
Yeah.
just starts out mining, you bring out your Expanse, and now you can process what they're mining. And then you also have some cargo ships like the Freelancer series that can then take the processed material from the Expanse. Which honestly, I think they're gonna have to do a redesign on the Expanse because once it's processed, it becomes physical boxes, SCU boxes, and I don't think they have a space for that yet. I don't think they were fully thinking when they designed the Expanse, and that might be why
No,
it's not
probably
out
not.
yet. But anyways, so that there is the mule. Let's go ahead and pull up some pictures. Give me just a second of the next ship. Or the next vehicle, excuse me.
Oh wait, next tool, because remember the Atlas is not a vehicle.
That's right. Going all the way
That's
back.
why I think
It is not a
gem
vehicle,
mine.
it is a tool, guys. This is a tool.
This is a mining tool.
Of course.
I'm going to try and show
Well,
this in a different way. Let's copy that. Let's...
I can definitely see it as
Turn
being
that
a
off.
gem miner, to be honest with you.
Dude, it's like the fucking Hunchback of Notre Dame. This thing looks so stupid.
I love it. I'm already thinking about using it as a boarding tool.
He's got a 45-degree angle on his back. That's some bad scoliosis, brother. Like,
I just want to board people's ships with it, with its thrusters.
Let's do window
does
capture.
this have thrusters?
Yeah, wait for the pictures, you'll see.
I'm looking at a render of it right now. I don't see any.
You have to go in the
Uh,
pictures. That's the only place that it shows them.
I'll send you a picture right now of it so you can see it.
Oh yeah, no, okay, I see. So this one can actually move around. Oh yeah, okay. No, I see them in the render. I just didn't
So-
recognize them as thrusters.
Yeah, they look like maneuvering thrusters. I don't think they're
They
gonna jump. I don't think they're like jump jets. I think they're.
those
for-
are non-articulating.
I think it might have more on the front though. I haven't seen a good. No, actually, I have seen a good front photo of it. So I
All
don't
right,
know
guys.
exactly.
So
Looking at the
this
render, there are none on the front.
this here is
Just see a
the
jump boost.
this here is the Atlas Geo, the GEO. I'm sure there's an acronym and it has a meaning, but I don't know what it is, and I'm not going to speculate. But they claim that this vehicle, so as you can see, there's a big, huge backpack
Tool.
on it. This tool has both a tractor, right? You see your tractor here on the left hand, and you have on the right hand a mining laser. This is a mining tool, guys. A walking suit for mining tool. Now this also has thrusters right here on the back of the legs, right here on the back of the backpack, right here on the back of the arms. We don't know if these are articulating in any way or if it's just a boost to jump. I'd imagine it's just for jump. It's probably just for ground stuff. We don't know if it's going to be for the ground vehicles resources or for the gems for hand mining, but this is definitely coming.
I think we can safely speculate based on the name Geo. It might be for gems. We
I
don't
mean,
know.
you can
It'd be
speculate.
cool.
Well,
It'd be
they
cool.
recently said that they wanted to like separate out the mining experience more, right? So like they're taking the I said it earlier, the rock, and making it so that the rocks that it breaks are no longer breakable with hand minables, and they won't have the same resources. right? So they're separating that out as its own gameplay loop. I have to imagine that this Geo is just for the hand mining loop, given that the Atlas is also just for like moving things with a tractor beam by hand, pretty much. Like, I mean, it's comparable to a ship tractor beam, but I don't know. If they make like a 64 SCU box in the future, it probably won't be able to move that, right? You would need like a ship that could do that.
Yeah, probably. I would agree with that. I don't think that's gonna, because they're kind of leaning down that route of like you gotta have bigger and better to do the job.
Yeah, see, those are more
Yeah.
thrusters on the sides.
Yep. I was just about to make that comment. I see side thrusters here for strafe, but I don't see anything to arrest forward motion.
There's
Unless,
like nothing on the front.
I mean, unless this huge vent on top is like a, I don't know,
Oh, like one big retro thruster.
something like that. But yeah, I mean,
Maybe.
above your head you have like headlights, it looks like. I want to know this. How the hell does this thing stand on its own? It is off balance. Whoever designed this doesn't know a lot.
I don't know if that's in this. Is that in the standing position fully? Because that's where
Yes,
when you get
yes,
in it,
that
it
is-
does straighten out its legs more. I believe.
Well, I mean, if you look top down, right, your feet, you have to stand in a vertical position, so your feet go straight down. So it is, your back sits against this back pad, your feet go down there, your arms are there. So yes, this is in a standing position. I feel like those bottom thrusters are going to have to be firing the entire time just to offset weight. But I would wager this is meant for atmospheric mining. It's not meant for EVA. I don't think this thing will function EVA. It might. This would be fun if you could EVA in it. We've already got some ideas on what to do with it if it's EVA capable. But if it's not, it still has some useful implementations that we can make use of.
it's gonna be. If it is, it's gonna be the most amazing battle suit, and I will claim many lives with that mining laser.
Quiet.
That's a good point. Like you don't need the fucking Titan suit. Like this is already lethal with the mining laser.
Mm-hmm. You throw stuff at people with the tractor beam. Just give me
Throw-
an A2
throw a
bomb.
crate-
Give me an
throw a
A2
crate
bomb
at
and
'em,
then
they
jump
not-
out the-
They get knocked on their ass, and then you just like laser them down.
Putting the mining laser on my active A2 bomb.
Yeah, because it has the throw option, the current Atlas. So you could technically throw using the hold right click a bomb if this is EVA capable. That would be phenomenal. Just chuck bombs at people.
All right, guys. So what is our opinion of this tool? Do we like
I
it?
love it.
Do we not like it? Is
Um,
it something we wanted? Is it something we needed?
I want to see how it actually functions before I make a decision, but like I think if it works the way I think it will, where it's just like a supplement for hand mining, then it'll be useful and like maybe will make me actually go out into caves in this thing, you know? Like to do some mining, but if it doesn't do that and it's for something else, then I don't know. I'd have to see what that is because I don't know what else this would be for.
So in the present PTU, there's the Hathor event, right? And when the laser fires, what it does is it takes a patch of land and makes it disappear and exposes a cave that is already there. By the way, it's not magic. It doesn't actually drill. Anyways, long story short, down there, there are rocks that are too big for hand miners to do. But you can't get a vehicle down there without committing it down there and not getting it back. So, I have a feeling that this is the answer to that, and it is going to be released with 4.1.
Yeah.
If not, like I have a feeling this is going to be literally advertised for the Hathor missions.
Yeah, I
shit.
mean, probably.
And if I
The
had to
latest
guess,
build has it added.
if I had to guess, I would guess that this tool here is meant to do the go-between. Like, it is meant for both the hand mining rocks and the vehicle rocks. I think it can do both. That's my speculation. We'll see if it sticks.
Yeah.
But if it doesn't do the vehicle rocks, then the tractor that is on the arm of that thing can lift the ROC and put it down into places that it can't already drive.
That could be useful.
So
You can also
that's
carry a Storol with you.
that's
a rather
another
large Storol,
speculation.
which would be helpful.
Carrying a 16 SCU Storl with me.
Yeah,
So
because
so
if they can gem mine down in those caves, you could bring a Storol to make up for the lack of inventory it can carry.
I mean, it
don't
has a-
think this thing is gonna have a lack of inventory.
That backpack's probably only like 4 SCU.
Let me give you some perspective though. When you hand mine anything, the amount that you get it in is in the order of micro SCU, which is 1,000th of an SCU.
That's
Right.
if it's. I'm more so talking about if it's going to be able to do the in betweens, like the new material down there. I think being able to carry another container to put stuff in, would be rather nice.
oh, by the way,
I'm
guys,
never gonna
I saw
argue that more cargo is not better, but like, I don't think this is gonna have the problem that you're thinking it will. I
I
think
mean,
this will have
if they're
plenty of
rock
storage.
sized, if we're going to be mining the rocks that the
There's-
rock does,
well, there's
Well,
another
we're
thing
not.
to
I
consider.
don't think
There,
we are.
there's another thing to consider with this thing. So even if you do manage to fill up the backpack, these are going to be places that are like hot as fucking balls, right? So like
Yeah.
on Aberdeen, and Aberdeen is one of the mining platforms, which Wang in chat, he's like, I can't wait to drop this thing off the Hathor mining platform down into the cave. Basically like free falling from orbit.
Yeah.
True.
But that being said, you're going to want to take this back to the ship and offload it there, because the heat is just way too unbearable to sit there in the cave and offload. I mean, unless you've got a Pembroke suit, there's no way you're sticking down there
mean-
for an extended period of time.
Even with the Pembroke, you still only have like time in the order of hours. You don't have like unlimited time in that suit. Like, especially in Aberdeen, it's very hot.
That's not surprising though. I was gonna say it's been brutal. What it was in regards to like the environments
Yeah.
too. Like that shit is no fucking joke. Like when Kobek and I were doing the new Hathor event, like you have to get in and out of buildings quite often on the ground, and that environment will like fuck you up very fast. I think there was one time where like we died of overheating, or maybe it wasn't us, but it was like a guy that was kind of with us in the PTU, like kind of doing the same thing we were doing. But it's no joke now, and you actually have to
There were a
take that
bunch
into
of bodies down
consideration.
there, yeah. So, all right. So now we've got 2 vehicles, right? Everyone has seen
Mhm.
the. Actually, hold on 1 sec. Let me just do this. I will put the model up of the other vehicle real quick, just to kind of. Where'd it go? There it is. Oh, not that one. Damn it. That one. Okay. So I only showed pictures of the Drake golem. Wow. So now I will show a model of it. So this is the model. As you can see on the underside, you've got the 2 tanks. You have the landing gear forward of the tank, and on either side of the second tank have your 3 nozzle engines, plus 2 engines for the main fuselage. Right here in the middle, you can see it stores the laser head here. It's on a pivot right there, so that'll fold up and extend forward. I believe it's got another pivot somewhere. I believe there's supposed to be like a hinge right here. So this pivots forward, this hinges right here, and then these two tubes connect. And so that way whatever's mined goes back into the system, into these tanks. You have your two little mini retro thrusters plus the retro thrusters of the VTOL engines. If the VTOL engines get blown off, you will still have forward motion with these two main fuselage thrusters. You will also still have your retro thrusters, but I mean, obviously, big size difference. So those are going to be significantly reduced as far as retro thrust goes. Looks like you have maybe some Bulldog repeaters on the front of that. I can't tell. And then just underneath at the bottom here, you can see two size 1 missile racks. As we talked about before, this is the first industrial ship to get missiles. So, interesting. So that's it. That's the model of the Drake Golem. Wow. The question is, how are we getting in? I'm imagining that just underneath the cockpit here, we have a ramp that comes down. I'm guessing that's what that is. I don't know what else that would be. I don't see any other doors. Unless that's an elevator, but that can't be. That's where the landing gear is.
Lowers. So your whole that little front air section opens. I've already seen someone flying it. The front section opens out, hinges downward, and the seat lowers down to you, and then you get in and it raises back up.
So you get in it fighter style, basically.
Kind of, yeah.
There's no interior. You're just flying this minor fighter style. That's kind of funny.
I'm not sure I like that.
That's
That's actually pretty funny.
You know,
It has
honestly,
no
and
interior
with
at
the
all.
missiles, you know. It's,
Yeah, wait, is that why it has missiles?
it all makes sense now.
You know
It's all
what?
coming
I
together.
might actually be able to get a live view of this ship.
Yeah, probably. It's in the game. It's in the current build.
Yeah, someone was
I just saw in chat that apparently the Geo's at the Crusader showroom. But, alright, so let's go ahead and take that off. The next topic, or the next thing that we were talking about, actually, here's the question. Is the Geo going to be a 4.1 ship, or are they going to hold it back, or, like, what's the opinion?
4.1.
4.1. I mean, it's already flyable and
It's already usable in the current build on PTU.
I think
I
it's
mean,
only the
yes, that-
Patty, isn't it?
It's in the latest patch notes.
Oh, okay. So they opened it up to everybody then.
But it's also
Yeah,
not
just
the
as
first
they
time that
added it.
Star Citizen has put a ship in the PTU but not actually released it flyable straight away.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So, I would like to believe it's coming for 4.1, and who knows, it might. It seems that everyone here is of the opinion it will, so we can bank on that. Expect the Drake Golem and the Atlas Geo to be playable, straight to flyable in 4.1.
I personally am calling for a reclassification. I think it should be classified as a fighter bomber.
Fighter bomber.
Bomber?
Yeah, you can load
Are you
those up.
filling it with
I mean,
unrefined Quantanium?
If
Either Quantanium or 216.
If you can-
Detatrine.
if you can eject those tanks, then yes, that is a 25-minute ticking time bomb.
If it's Detatrine, it's an instant explosion if it hits.
Well, no, Detatrine doesn't detonate on impact, it detonates on being shot at. And the
Have you tried
detonation is not
dropping it
huge.
from a high altitude?
It doesn't have an impact rating. You can smack it against all kinds of stuff. However, the explosion from Quantanium, it's huge. Like, we're talking A1 bomb huge.
Huge.
Yes, huge. So, and it's just as destructive as an A1 bomb, just about. But this is on a timer, obviously. The moment you take it in, you have 25, or is it 30 now? Anyways, you have time, right? And so the moment you take it in, you got to time your attack perfectly. And of course, because it's a freaking bag, right, or a tank, no one's going to suspect a thing. You're just going to randomly set a tank next to a ship, and people are like, oh, what's that? Okay. Whatever. And then next thing they know, boom, they're dead. And they don't know why the fuck it just killed them. Drake. Is it here? I'm just quickly checking to see in the PTU. I don't know why they would reserve the Drake only for Crusader Showroom. I guess I have to go over there because it's not here. Hey, what? Wang, thanks for the follow there, or the sub. Appreciate that. So that's weird. Good to know that the overlay is working. Wang, thanks for testing that. But for some reason, I can't get chat on screen. For those of you that are watching this now or in the future, I'm going to be doing a bunch of test streams, so just ignore those. But I got to try and get chat working. It, for whatever reason, is not working. So let's go ahead. This doesn't feel very stable. Do I have anything else running graphic-wise? I don't think I do.
You don't think it's your 30,000 browsers that are open?
I mean, nah. Could be.
Nah.
I've actually reduced those quite a bit.
Gets
I'm
you
down.
the problem.
I'm down to just 4 windows, guys. Just 4, and at least 2 of them only have 3 tabs on it, so we're good.
It is the kids who are the problem. I think you hit it on the head there.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get rid of anything that... I closed all my photo editing and stuff like that software because it likes to be very demanding on the GPU. Alright, I think we're getting to a point of stable. Let's go ahead and cut over to a live BTU.
I have a topic we can talk about in the meantime while we're waiting to go look at the Geo.
Yeah, go for it.
I don't know if
What's
you
Oh, yeah.
actually, I don't know if it was brought out. I think this was this week's new news. The changes to a lot of the cargo ships.
Which changes in
I don't-
particular?
I don't think I can use the word on YouTube, but the pilot control for a lot of the turrets being changed and giving a lot of the ships that used to not have pilot guns now. Like the Reclaimer,
Yes, that change.
the Carrack, the Herc is getting 2 extra guns under its control.
I like it.
It's
I'm all
interesting.
for it. Give it no, they need a fighting chance, bro. Like
it's
it
just
is a problem.
encouraging. I personally feel it's encouraging people to solo fly even more in ships that they shouldn't be solo
It's not.
flying.
I'll tell you why.
It's
Engineering.
It,
Those ships,
yeah.
all of those ships that you listed that they're giving pilot control to one turret for, are ships that will not function with a crew of 1. They just won't. They do for now, but when they bring engineering in, they just won't. You will have maintenance issues. Your ship will die. Like it won't work.
But I think it's good, especially for a ship like the Valkyrie. And
Uh huh.
we were talking about it. I think it was last week or the other day. Maybe it was in just Discord. But that ship is going to benefit the most from all the ships because
I
it
think
can
the
really
Starlifter-
out that role.
Well, I mean, you have to understand the Valkyrie, no one would even man those wing guns. Even when you had
useless.
gunners, they would never man the wing guns. So now they're finally getting some action.
Yeah.
So it's kind of nice.
That's all it is.
And it's deserved. And I agree. The
It's
Starlifter
an elegant
series.
solution.
I think the
The
Star Lifter
M2
is
and
going
A2
to
are
be the M2 is going to be an absolute menace now. Both
Can I-
of them.
Can I tell you
I don't-
something?
PvE.
It already kind of is. Not even PvE for PvP if you know what you're doing. Like at least in the old model, which I know is really different from how it is now. But I got 6 kills just by body slamming people in a specific way with the M2, and like that was no guns. If I have the M2 with more guns, you best believe that someone like me is going to be more lethal in that thing than you would think.
I
Like,
mean, it's a lot of
it's-
firepower.
Exactly, exactly my point. It's got good armor. It's got good health. It's got, for its size, good maneuverability if you use VTOL. But like, it's an interesting ship. I think it's going to be more problematic for pirates, which I think is good. I think that there should be more of a struggle. You know.
Well, keep in mind that when you have a weapon slave to the pilot, it actually significantly reduces its firing arc. For instance, if someone takes control of that gun, it'll have a full 360 degrees of spin. But when the pilot is in control of it, you have only a frontal firing arc. So I forget exactly what that degree is, but I think it's somewhere in the range of like 100 degrees.
Right, but
Maybe
let's
maybe
be
120.
real. How many people are manning turrets on a Hercules?
I mean, when set up correctly. I mean, I get your point. Yeah, no one's doing it, but
Exactly. Like it's just beneficial because 90% or more, and I'm confident in that bullshit figure I just pulled, of M2 pilots are going to be flying solo, especially since it's a 1 to 2 person crewed ship. Like,
Can I make a mention real quick?
yeah,
yep.
Since the M2 is now getting 2 size 5s and 2 size 4s, right?
Yeah, the M2 and the A2.
That puts it at almost, and I'm talking in terms of cargo, especially with ERTs, if you know what you're doing, it almost puts it at an entire weight class, which quite literally is physically and shield-wise with HP, an entire class above the Connie. I guarantee you'll be seeing more M2s.
Yeah,
That's
it'll
what I always
be.
think.
Well,
ERTs around.
hold on. It's
It'll be
not
a
necessarily
heavy
better
duty
than the Connie though, because the Connie, remember, has 4 size 5s rather than 2 size 4s and 2 size
Yes, but
5s.
a M2 could tank the amount of damage that a Connie wouldn't be able to stand. Especially
that's
if
the
people
big
be running
trade-off.
Connie Tauruses, that is the lightweight of the entire Connie class. Just saying.
exactly. Yeah, that like it's exactly my point. Kind of like you can't
Like,
really.
I'm gonna be even soloing the fucking M2 now. Just
Yeah,
saying.
it has the same damage reduction benefit that the A2 has from its armor because
Mhm.
they're both classified heavy armor. And if you're not informed, that is a 30% reduction overall,
Woo.
just everywhere. And so, like, it having high HP as well, just given its ship size, it's pretty formidable. Especially now if the pilot is gonna have more firepower, it's gonna be the landscape's
I mean,
gonna
no
shift
missiles, mind you,
between cargo
but-
runners and pirates.
Yeah, even still. Like, if you as a Connie pilot don't know what you're doing, you're not gonna be able to take out an M2.
Huh.
If you do know what you're doing, and if you know what you're doing, you're probably running the Andromeda, if anything, you'd definitely take out an M2 if you stay on their ass. It's not
Yeah.
that hard. However, it's gonna take. You know what? That's crazy. They're almost creating a skill gap and a skill ceiling for the Connie, if we're talking about that, against other M2s.
Yeah, kinda.
Dude, that's crazy. Look at CIG go.
You can still full power all those guns, no problems. I'm putting the power together right now.
Yep.
You could build it out with 2 parapets, 2 Durangos right at the beginning of a wipe, 2 Cryostars, and you can run full coolers, full shields, full weapons,
Mhm.
minimal engines. Which, let's be honest, I don't think the points and engines will really matter in this thing because boosting doesn't really help you all too much. A little
the
bit in the
moment, yeah.
turns.
But
It will in the turns if you're fighting something that's moving fast like a player.
On
Well,
But in,
they're
in
rolling back how the
ERTs,
engines work. I don't know if you saw that. They're gonna like make it so that it's more based on how much power you've put in, like it was before.
thank God.
That'll be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll
only
hurt the
so
maneuverability
long
on this
as they fix the frickin' power plants. Like right now, there's just on a lot of ships, especially in their base configuration, there's not enough power to power the entire ship. They're underpowering every single one of their ships, and it's really frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you really just got to choose between, do you want more power to engines or more power to shields? Or
Well, it's not even that. It's you got to choose. Do you want engines? Do you want weapons? Do you want shields? It's not a mix. Otherwise, if you try and mix any of them, you're gonna have like subpar on all of it. So, do you want to
Right.
maneuver?
Like, with the power
Do you want to
triangle.
shoot, or do you want to take hits? It's not even that. Like you literally have to pull power from in default configurations. I'm talking specifically default configurations. In some ships, you literally have to turn off whole systems just to power others.
Yep.
It's really bad.
I mean, you even have that problem in the Razor too. Sometimes in the Razor, it's just straight up like, oh, you need to turn off your fucking what's it called?
If
The
you
jump.
if you want to, for example, this is just an example, but if you want to power a hammerhead, in the default configuration of a hammerhead, you have maybe 2 pips across the board for weapons, shields. Actually, I think it's like 4 for shields because I think it comes with default shield generators that require 4 pips. I can't remember. But
Yeah.
that's the other thing. Because of the way that they're pairing shield generators, like shield generators require anywhere between 2 to 4 pips. For smaller ships, you can get down to 1 if it's stealth. But generally speaking, you have to in order for that generator to even function, you have to dedicate that many pips. You can't just half power the generator. It doesn't turn on. You have to give it all 4 pips. And if that means that you have to pull it out of engines and weapons, and then you'll be down to 1 or 2 pips in engines and weapons if you want to have shields. Otherwise, you're going to turn off 1 or 2 of your shield generators, and no longer will you have, a high health pool because you only have the health pool of that one generator in order to get power to weapons or engines. Now,
Yeah,
mind
but
you,
I also think there should be an element of like, and not necessarily maybe in every ship, but I think there should be some sense of you should be able to build your ship up to where if you wanted to, you could put full power to everything, but you might have a heating problem. Like maybe there's no coolers that are going to be able to fully cool you. So like you have X time, you have 3 minutes of full power, and then you're gonna start overheating. So you're gonna have to dial back after that.
so
you know,
there used to be a function for that. It was basically you'd overclock your power generator, and they took that away when they changed.
Nostalgic.
When they swapped away from the power triangle, you could no longer overclock your power core, whatever you want to call it.
What was to say? I don't even think I played for that because you couldn't even do that during my gaming in the power triangle. It was just
I mean,
the power triangle.
You
It was a
could.
thing
It was
briefly
just
until,
pointless
like,
to do.
316.
Okay, yeah, I definitely didn't ever get to
316
experience
it
that.
like broke, and then
Well-
it like just didn't work anymore.
Right. So I mean, it was still there and available. Like you could go into your different devices and you could see that it had an overclock button, but the overclock button never worked.
Like you could click it, it just wouldn't do anything.
Okay.
But yeah, you used to be able to overclock a good number of things, including your weapons, to try and get more power into your
Everything.
weapons.
Everything had an overclock. It was just a thing. There was also a stealth button.
Yep, and they basically
that.
broke
I
all
do
of
remember
that.
the stealth button, actually. Yeah, I remember that.
All the stealth button would do though is reduce the power of all of your items to minimals, so that way they'd still function, but it would just reduce your signature.
Overclocking was so good with the back then with the attritions
Yeah, I remember people
because they
talking
actually
about
worked as because the hotter the attritions got,
The damage
the
multiplier.
more the damage would multiply.
Which is still true.
It is, but they don't really get hot anymore.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even function. They don't function like they're supposed to, which is why they're not. They should be punching harder than they do. They do punch hard, but they definitely should be punching harder. Because when you
Well-
overclock them, they would exponentially do more damage. They were broken, basically.
They
They
also
would
need
just-
to increase the shot speed. Like attritions just fire too slowly, or not the rate of fire, but the projectile velocity.
Yeah, I know what you meant.
I figured it was appropriate to fly over to Orison with a Crusader ship. I felt it would have been blasphemy otherwise. This is the only one I own.
They wouldn't have let you dock. They're too uptight over there.
Yeah, they're really when
No
you come to
docking for you.
Orison, it's a very snobby place. Everything's all prim and proper.
It's a
I-
vacation spot. It's like
I-
Disney.
I really
Yeah.
hate coming here. There's just
well, I
the
don't-
crowd. I just can't stand the crowd over here.
I
You
don't
know what I'm
if
saying?
Orison's like Disney, but it is like a vacation spot in the way that Disney is a vacation spot.
Yeah.
But I don't know if Disney and Orison could be very similar to each other.
I don't know.
Every square
I've
inch of this city is branded with Crusader content. Every
mean,
square
that-
inch
okay,
of Disney World is
you know,
branded with Disney
You
content.
got me there. You definitely got me there. Because that is very.
They have
accurate.
mascots, they have merchandise, they have attractions, they have hotels.
Oh, hey guys.
They-
Hey,
they
look.
They do have rides in that they have go-karts here in Orison.
Oh shit!
Guys, we have a Drake leaving right now. Sir Prius? Oh.
Circumference. Oh,
He dropped his pods, did he?
I don't know, I can't tell. I'm trying to get
I don't see them on the. Your
No,
little,
they're not in the
scanner there.
MFDs.
Why
He
is
just
the
put
ship
his thing away. Hold on.
super delayed?
I'm trying to merge with him. I want to get eyes on him.
merge.
Running out of boost. That thing's climbing at a good clip, man. I'm having trouble keeping up.
Moving fairly fast.
Yeah, I
Oh, you gotta be
can't keep
quicker
up with
than
it.
that.
I ran out of boost. All right, let's go down. Let's go down and see if we can't get our hands on one. I don't know why they'd sell it here though. Like you'd think it'd sell at Lorville.
You would think, right? But do they? No.
You would think, but do they? No.
Do they? Think they
Look,
do
I
not
mean,
think?
sometimes even I don't think so. Let's just face it.
They're not. They're not.
They probably put it here because they
I wish I
figure
could do
during the
that.
PTU everyone's probably hanging out around here because of the event, testing out the event, so they made it more accessible.
What do you mean testing out the event? They wouldn't do it here. There's no event here on
The-
Orison.
No, but Hathor is.
That's
in
over. That's
Crusader.
over in. That's over at Hurston too.
Is it at Hurston? I
That
thought that
one on
was-
Aberdeen, one on Daymar.
Okay, yeah. Well, Daymar's Crusader. Yeah, that is strange because they would be testing it over there too.
Are you in the? Oh no, you're in the Spirit.
Hangar 21.
Doxed. Get pad rammed.
Just absolutely decimated.
I love the C1.
Oh,
Dude, I really like the Spirit. I can't wait for my E1 when that ship never comes out.
oof. Yeah, I can't wait for the MR when that never comes out either. Oh,
I felt
Orison is rough,
vindicated when that
guys.
ship didn't come out.
Orison is really rough. Frame, latency, input delay. Oof.
Has you or a loved one experienced frame latency or input delay?
Input delay.
You might be entitled to compensation. Oh wait, never mind. Scratch that.
Just frame.
You
Just-
might be entitled to frame generation.
You might be entitled to Degeneration X. Just goes straight into the song. Completely off script. People are like, "Where the fuck?"
So yeah, going
Screen
back to
cuts
that
out, we
whole
get
thing,
Copyright strike.
I do believe that of all the ships they listed, the hey, I got an elevator.
Hey,
The Valkyrie is definitely going to get the biggest. Oops, I want that button. The biggest boost and the biggest use. I mean, I already like the Valkyrie, and let's be frank, the Valkyrie has a look that only a mother could love. But for some reason, I really like it. Like
I
it's
don't
just
disagree.
it is
I
just that
agree.
ugly.
I
It's
think
so ugly. I
Valkyrie's a
like it.
good-looking ship. I think it's
I
a good
really
looking
like
ship.
it. I like it like a lot.
I do. I
Um,
do too.
It's just it's not it like for years was not usable. It like it just I couldn't justify using it. Like really specific applications, but like
I mean,
even
even
then,
now,
there's usually a better ship.
it's really hard to still justify its use, but it has a better
I can think of a reason to use it because like you can use it to drop off troops, and then the pilot could just like do Overwatch because they actually have guns now.
well, it was never meant to be a pilot-only controlled ship, but I do see your point. It's going to see more use because it can be piloted now by one person, and they're
Yeah,
trying to cater to
exactly.
that particular group now. That, or maybe they just wanted to get some more information on that ship, and so they tried to put it in a place where people would actually use it more.
It's two size fours,
Um,
right?
Where, by the way, is Wakelu?
There's 2 spots you can go see him outside of Yellow or outside of Hurston. There's gonna be
Okay.
you'll see it on the map. It's
Are they like space
it's like a
stations?
specific- yeah, it's a specific
yeah, well, it's
station.
asteroid stations.
Asteroid
Yeah.
stations.
You might get lucky and you
So-
might be able to jump straight to it without having to jump to its like planetary host, but you may
Gotcha.
not. It's kind of hit or miss.
Okay.
It is located a good distance off of Yellow. Why can't I see it?
I hope they have him speak Simbanu because I would really like to see if I can
He-
understand it.
No, he
No
speaks
Banu
broken
yet,
English.
but he is hilariously broken English at that. It's really funny. Even the missions he gives you, like when you read them, he's clearly typed them out himself because the English is.
Well,
very broken.
you know what's funny? The broken English that they do, it lines up exactly with the grammar of Banu. Because like,
Dude,
if I want to say like it's nice to meet you or something, I would say Tanya Kafoino, right? And that's like fortune meeting you is what it translates as.
Mhm.
So like they
That
would
makes-
probably say like good fortune meeting, something like that.
Well, do you remember? Did you ever play the Elden Ring DLC?
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be
No.
departing.
No. Oh shit. Okay, because there was this NPC in the DLC that you would meet, and he was like super heavily armored, but he had like a really soft voice. He's like, I find things. Oh, good. And it's like that. That's kind of like the pace at which he talks, and it's like a lot more like it's like he doesn't.
He's like
say
a
words
Lenny
in the
type.
right order. Yeah. Like,
Okay,
it's
so-
really funny.
They have moved the Wekalo stations, or Wakala, whatever the fuck they call them. They've moved them a little
Wickalow.
further away,
Wakelo,
so
Wakelo.
Mhm.
they're not as
Wait, so
close
they're
as they
really-
used to be.
Wait, are there 3 of them now?
Yes.
Where's the third one?
So one of them is literally off of Crusader. It's no longer off of the moon of Yellow. You have to go a distance away from Crusader, roughly about the same distance as Cruel 2.
Oh, okay. Oh, and that one's
but
farther from Hurston as well. As
Yep.
see. Okay.
Approaching next
Oof,
station.
choppy.
That's
Holy
good,
crap.
Door stop. Please prepare
This is
to
rough,
descend.
guys.
Honestly, that's good that they're like farther out because it was a little. It was pretty close, which I guess was fine, but for the sake of it being like its own thing, it makes sense that it's a little farther out of the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice they moved them away. I actually kind of like that better. My
Very
first
good.
comment was, why are they putting everything around Yellow? Like that's way too much. That's way too much density for that area.
I want to get on some hopium shit real quick.
Go for it.
Alright.
With Wakelo getting added to the game, an actual like Banu being added for the first alien, right?
Mhm.
Which that will be our next
coming up
trip,
this year.
Don't say it.
Yeah.
right?
Don't say the copium. I know you're gonna say.
Don't. Yeah.
It's not gonna happen.
Wait, no. What?
I know it's
I
not
mean,
gonna happen.
could you imagine if they've secretly just been working on it?
Wait,
and
is
not
that what
saying
you're
shit?
gonna
I
actually
could
say?
imagine that actually. I could see that happening.
That's
Be like,
fucking
look,
funny.
guys, I know we said that we fired the team or that they left, but look, guys, we have kept this under wraps successfully. Here you go. But
I
no,
would be
that's
okay
that's
with that.
that's way too much hopium.
No, not at all.
Never.
That's weapons. Where's the ship? Is that? Hold on, is that the ship? No, it's weapons. Ships over here? I never come here to buy stuff. Yeah, this is ships. Alright.
To the right.
Why does it say New Deal? What the fuck? Why is this a New Deal terminal?
That's
Okay.
that's the weapons terminal.
Didn't they just say
It's
that the
it's
Geo
over
was here?
there. Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
Huh. Well, I don't know how far delayed the stream is, but
Pretty far delayed.
yeah, I'm looking at the terminal and it is not in here.
Yeah.
I have the Argo truck and I have the Argo Atlas. That's it. They said it was at the showroom, so I'm a little concerned. It's not out on any of the pads. I mean, you figure you'd notice it because it'd stand out being, you know,
It's not just like
Not
in your
Crusader.
ship list.
You know, I didn't check, but I should have.
I have a feeling that they just kind of gave it to you.
I'll go check. I don't think it's there, but I'll go check. They haven't announced it for sale yet, right?
No.
I didn't think
believe
so.
Do they have new things for sale at the moment because of all this stuff, or is it?
I imagine once
not
4.0
there?
goes live, if they haven't announced it for sale yet, that's when they'll do it. So I
4.1,
expect like
4.1.
one,
4.1.
It's not for sale yet.
I would say 1
Okay.
week, maybe 2.
They haven't changed the story since they removed the Super Hornet.
I speculated that it would be 2 weeks a week ago, so I think that we're still 1 week out from a 4.1 launch.
That was valid.
But
Starkid
I could
Racing
be
Gear.
wrong. We might get it tomorrow. Well, sorry, for us Americans, it would be like Friday early morning.
The next shuttle is approaching the station.
So I
Yeah.
have a new uniform that we all have to get. We all have to get the Starkit Racing Gear.
Oh
I-
God,
That's
no!
our new
God.
org.
I'm allergic to cats. Sorry.
I'm allergic to pink.
Actually, true. Actually, true. I am really allergic to cats.
I am also allergic to cats.
Please clear the hatch. Shuttle will be departing.
Do we think they're gonna do a money reset?
No,
Nah, I doubt it.
I don't think we're gonna get a
Not if
reset
the
this.
event's gonna.
You're
Yeah.
just gonna get like the standard character reset. And that's it.
Yeah. Probably lose like a ship or two you bought in game. Lose most of your
Something like that.
components.
Or, you know, all of them because they can't
Yeah.
do things right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something like that.
All right. So I had some other things. Let me go back real quick. Oh, we had some paints. Do you guys want to see the paints for the Drake ship? Grab a
Yes.
paint.
I like
Wait,
the
which
paint,
ship was it?
We have 2 of them. Sorry, we have 6 of them total. Save.
I like the paints for the Atlas. That blue one looks sleek.
Turning my paint that I bought for the Polaris because I literally never use it.
I've actually never seen a painted Polaris, and I've killed quite a few of them.
The paint is just like darker. It's
But
just
I
like a
probably
darker
have,
metal.
I probably have seen painted Polarises then. Probably
Yeah,
not
it
noticed.
it like is not obvious.
So let's do this one first.
Approaching next station. If this is your stop, please prepare to disembark.
Let's resize this.
Just
There we
get
go.
some store credit to buy a certain flight suit. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
All right, so
no.
here's the paints for those of us here. We can see it on Pipeline, but this is looks like they have a
Okay, was those.
Enjoy the view.
they have a black and white paint. They have a black and yellow paint, and then they have a diarrhea paint. So I mean,
What?
With their signature crystal.
that's what it looks like.
A what paint?
Diarrhea.
That's more of like a mustard brown.
That's what my diarrhea looks like.
Metaphors.
You go to a doctor.
Yeah. My diarrhea is normal. It's blood red,
Mine's
like
black.
every other
Blood
person.
red.
Maybe you
Um,
should see a doctor.
You guys don't.
Mine's black as night. It's Vanta black.
I'm not sure which of us has the real problem here.
Light.
Oh my gosh, this is why I never come to Orison. Alright.
What the fuck is this t-shirt they gave out? Big winner t-shirt?
You're the big winner. What do you mean?
Why did they give that to me on my birthday? What the fuck?
Because you're a big winner.
Wait, did they give it out?
I do not have it.
What even is it?
Hold on, these guys are
Subscriber item?
these guys are
Yeah,
over
it
here
was a
talking.
subscriber item. They didn't give you
Let's
the-
go
you
ahead and
have
ask
the-
in game, shall we? Hey guys, where do I find the new Drake ship?
Okay.
I like how you can still get the Valentine's Day stuff.
Sorry,
Get
you
that
guys are
low
real
seat.
quiet. Can you repeat that?
Get that love C.
I've been so tempted to buy it, dude.
I have the credit. I think I'm gonna do it.
Sorry, one more time.
Pretty sure I do too.
Are you
Yeah.
part of Evo Cody?
Evo,
That love seat
no.
looks comfy.
I'm wave one.
Evo Cody has.
I want to like decorate my hanger, but like,
Do you
at
happen
the
to
same
have one
time-
that I could
do
see by
too,
chance?
And I would love for the game to be persistent long enough that it like matters.
All right, you're not
I
Evo
want the
then.
whole
Sorry about that.
bed. Like, I want the whole like setup. I want to make like a little living room in the corner, like a little bedroom.
All
in the
right, so it
corner of
looks
my
like
hanger.
the only way to get access to the Drake is to be Evo.
Oh.
I figured.
I mean, that's not surprising, honestly. If it's like that, like kind of spur of the moment, newer ship, which I think is funny. Like, not a lot of people talk about that shit. Nobody seems to
Little
be
bit less.
upset in this community about the fact that a new ship comes out when there's a bunch of other ships that are just like in this whole conversation, everybody's like super excited about this Drake ship, and it's cool. I think it's cool. I'm excited about it. But not one person has taken the route of like, but what about the
Dad
fucking
bod, please
blah,
report
blah,
to
blah,
the
blah, you know?
ASAP terminals.
Like everybody's
Dad
so
bod, please
giddy
report
about a
to the
new
ASAP
ship,
terminals.
including me, that like you just get blinded to the fact that there's a whole bunch of ships that like everybody talks about day in day out that are supposed to be like almost ready, if not ready, and we don't get those. And I think
No,
that's hilarious.
I don't
I-
disagree with that at all. By the way, here's the other
The-
3 paints coming up. But
The only reason I don't do that is because it's been done to death. Trust me, I am
That's
thinking
valid.
that like every single time a new ship comes out. But like,
Fair.
there's no reason to bring it up every single time. That's what
That's
the
fair.
fuckheads on like Star Citizen refunds do. And like, you see how they think. Like they fucking like.
Yeah, you're not
It's just too much negativity, you know. Like you drive yourself crazy like that.
True. Very true.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I would absolutely love to see them work on something else.
Yeah.
But when I say something else, I mean something that we have already paid for.
Mm-hmm.
But
maybe a merchantman.
yeah,
20
yeah, maybe.
ships since like 20 fucking 13.
I would like
Um,
the Galaxy to be flyable.
I mean, how long has the Endeavor been in concept?
The Endeavor.
I'm pretty sure that
Forever.
was like one of the first capital ships that was advertised.
I think
Especially-
it is an original concept, right?
It might be. I don't know for certain. Unfortunately, I am not that old in the Star Citizen verse, though I feel like I am.
I sometimes feel like I am just because I did a lot of research when I first got into this.
So, that being said, we have... Oh, by the way, the new paints. Let me just quickly finish these up. I'm not really huge on any of these paints. None of them are screaming out to me, but if I had to pick one, I'd probably go with this gray and orange one. I think I like that one the best out of the the 6 that are available. But anyways, so going back,
Jesus Christ.
I agree.
Sorry.
Acid. I think that they should fix or produce the ships that they have advertised and that they have
Well,
sold.
And you know, like I'm not saying I'm like it's stupid that they do this, but it's more of that observation that like even in like I'm sure the Uvicati people are like, oh my god, there's a new Drake Golem, like let's check this out, like, and you did do it, and I'm just like, where's the fucking merchantman? Where's the fucking like people? The interest they keep finishing things on that, and like I don't think it's coming out, but it makes me more and more like, okay, well, we like nobody knew about the Drake Golem, nobody knew about the Mirai Fury until all of a sudden it was here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how many other ships are like that? You know, like if you that's a good question, honestly. How many ships do you think there are right now that we have no clue about that will be out in the next year?
8.
From
Ten.
from now to a
8.
year from now.
There's at least
10?
8 because if you look
That-
if you
okay.
look at the
I would say
if you look
10.
at the deliverables, they have 8 unidentified vehicles that they're currently working on.
Okay, so they
There-
do, because I don't keep up with that side of things. So like you kind of have an idea that there's like you can make a good guess because of they kind of give you that much information. They say
Now-
there's unidentified things we're working on.
Now, mind you, that isn't always updated. They could be working on more. Krendor might be right. There could be 10. There could be
Fair-
20.
yeah, okay.
Right? We don't know. We don't know how many people are even committed to a team for working on these ships. We
They
don't
have
know
more
if it's
than
like
one
an
team.
individual artist that does the concept, which we know there is an individual artist that works on one particular thing. So basically the process is someone writes up a brief, right? One particular person writes up a brief. Maybe they might have a little powwow with some of their colleagues and go, what would be a great idea for a new ship? And then they brainstorm some ideas. Then one person writes up the brief. That brief gets sent to a concept artist, and just one concept artist works on that brief. They produce anywhere from 4 to 10 different variations of the ship. They give it back. That one of them gets selected, and then it gets sent on to the next artist, and then that artist works on the white boxing of the ship until they get something that is workable, and then it goes into the next phase, right? So I mean, it's almost always one artist that works on the ship, unless you get a big ship. Take the Kraken, for example, right? There are multiple 3D artists working on different assets of that ship that eventually get pieced together.
Yeah, okay.
But, so I mean, you could have maybe, along the path of a new ship being produced, you have roughly maybe 6 people that are involved in its process, but never at the same time.
I mean, that's weird, but
I don't disagree.
Let's
But
say that,
if you-
they run it the way they want.
I mean, if you think about it, if you have like one artist saying, "Oh yeah, I'm working on the left wing. What does your right wing look like?" Honestly, you know what? They tried that. That's how we got the Drake Corsair.
Intrepid.
No,
No,
the
oh,
Intrepids. Yeah, I mean Crusaders. Yeah, the Crusader team's a bit weird.
Crusader has more asymmetrical ships than any other fucking ship maker.
It's kind of the thing.
Yeah.
They do, but the funny thing is, even though they are asymmetrical ships, they keep a general shape that is more or less symmetrical in a sense, right? So if you look at, it's almost like they take a symmetrical shape and then they take cutouts, right, of that shape.
Yeah.
Whereas Drake is just slap something on. So it's
Yeah,
almost
with
like
what,
additive
one ship
asymmetry.
with the Corsair. The rest
The Corsair-
of the lineup is like symmetrical.
No, it's not. Look at
Vulture,
the Caterpillar.
Cutlass, Cutter, Herald, Golem,
Caterpillar.
The Ironclad's not. I'll give it that. The Ironclad's not. It's asymmetrical. So there's the second one
Caterpillar's
that's
not
not out
either.
yet.
The Caterpillar's not symmetrical.
Oh yeah, I forgot about the cat. That's
Technically,
true.
it's not.
That's true. So there's like 3 that we can think of.
And honestly, Drake gets more of a bad rap for me because I was an avid Mimitar hater, and when I come from EVE Online over to Star Citizen, the most parallel brand from Mimitar to this game is Drake. Like it is almost in Drake's lore too. Like they talk about the minimalistic nature of their ships, and that's basically exactly what Mimitar ships were like. They were, you know, the Mimitar ships were born from junkyards in the beginning, so a lot of their ships were very asymmetric. They were just welded together. Nothing was cohesive. But as they developed as a faction, their ships got more and more refined. And it's kind of the same way with like car makers these days. You start off with a rough couple vehicles to start off, and then eventually you get nicer and nicer cars. If you look at oh fuck, what is it? Hyundai. Hyundai's actually starting to look pretty nice, and I absolutely hated Hyundai for the longest time. I always considered them a second-tier car maker. But that being said,
you're not kind of wrong about that.
yeah. But I mean, when you look at it that way, and you look at Drake almost feels like it's going the opposite way. They feel like they're going out of their way to make trashier and trashier ships, and the Ironclad is different, right? To me, it feels like that's actually a bit more of a minimalistic, cohesive design, whereas, except for the stupid pod attached to the side.
Right.
But the Corsair was one of the first ships that just really, really drove home the I hate this, because I also fly, right? I don't have my own private pilot's license, but I've flown with many people who have, and I've been at the controls of an aircraft. I love aviation, and when you look at that thing and you have one big massive wing that is as big as the fuselage of the damn ship, and then you have two tiny little winglets, right? I mean, one side has to work twice as hard as the other side, 3 times as hard actually, because of how big the left wing is. But I mean, you may as well call that ship Nemo.
I'm gonna go find Nemo, guys. Catch you later.
Yeah, bye.
Don't forget Dory. Take the anyways,
Yeah, you're gonna need someone who speaks whale.
but I'm getting off track. I mean, honestly though, that that ship just really, really drives a massive wedge between me and that brand, because I cannot fathom what they were thinking when they made it. It just makes no sense. I mean, even the fuselage, right? You have one side of the fuselage that is straight, and then you have engines attached, and then the other side slopes out towards the larger wing. So now you have more mass on the left-hand side, which I guess accounts for the bigger wing. Okay, but you're still very much center line with that thing. There's not a whole lot of weight offset to the left side to account for the bigger wing on the left-hand side. It just, I don't know. There's not the only thing on that ship that is symmetrical is the guns around the cockpit and the landing gear. Everything else is asymmetrical. And it drives me nuts.
It's all fucked.
It is all fucked.
Oh, fucked, mate.
But I don't know. I guess there's people out there. I can't fathom why, but there's people out there that hate everything symmetrical and they love things that are asymmetrical. I don't get it. I can't possibly imagine why they would do that, but okay. I accept their existence.
Don't
Doesn't-
belittle them for being different than you.
Oh, I'll build. Never mind.
I'll bet
I won't say that live on stream. That's bad.
Be big in them.
Be big in them? Bigger than them? Alright.
No, and big in them. Like make them.
Oh, I
Like
see what
don't
you're saying.
belittle them. Be big in them.
Got it. I'm tracking now. Alright, guys, so we're back to a live feed. We're going to get over here to the Wikello Emporium Cello station. This is an asteroid base, kind of like what you're familiar with Pyro, just a little bit different. There's not a whole lot out there in terms of, like, it's not a refining station or a mining station like what you would see in Pyro, like with those big tanks and the turrets and stuff like that. This is a little different. They have embedded their entire station in the rock. They have 4 extra large hangars, no more, no less. And they have some nice little buildings that kind of surround them. Last stream we talked about those buildings. We kind of flew up to them, we examined them, gave some critique. I won't do any critiquing on this one because I've already talked about it, but we'll just do a quick flyby and then we'll land and go check out the Emporium. Because last time we were here, there was a part of it that was still sealed off, and now it's in. So we're going to go take a look. Alright, so there's those
Banu
buildings.
Exploration is brought to you by Double Dogs. Double Dogs are a hearty way to satisfy your space cravings.
I love your improv.
I thought you said Dumble Dogs, and I was so confused. I was like, a Dumble Dog? Like Dumbledore? Like, what are you talking about?
Look, magic is everywhere, okay? Yeah. Magic is everywhere, and this is the new space Hogwarts. We're about to go meet the headmaster now.
Space Wars.
You have spade swords? You should go to a doctor, bro.
Sorry, so sorry.
That's what a life of drinking only Cruise Lux does to a
But
man.
you want to learn. Wait a bit.
What you know about that? Only Cruise Lux life.
Go, land, please.
Go, land, please.
I've been drinking the same 2 bottles for the last 2 months. I don't know, man.
I've been drinking.
Alright, so here we go.
So I noticed there's no defense turrets there, is there?
I don't know.
Unclear?
That place is going to be, if there are no turrets, an absolute PvP mecca. Because people are going to want to steal the things you're trying to bring to him. And there's only 4 hangars. So you're going to
And-
get a hangar queue for 500 seconds. every
Welcome
time.
to the Wikello Emporium, guys.
Oh, are we there?
It's a little delayed, but we will be there in a second.
Oh yeah, there he is.
The man himself.
I know your bandwidth is a concern. Are you able to stream this on Discord?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay. Just because then I could actually like hear him talking, because I have the live stream muted.
The Wikello Emporium. Alright. So, they have a couple banners over here next to the cargo elevator. Freight elevator. So, during the event that is going to be coming up, the Hathor event, firing off the laser opens up the hole in the ground, which we talked about earlier. Down in the
Right.
hole is two different materials. One of them is Karenite, which you see there on the banner right in front of me. 50 Karenite gets you 1 Wikello favor. which, by the way, you only get anywhere from 1 to 3 pieces for every hand rock you break. I don't know about the vehicles. I have not found... I don't even know how to pronounce that. Gelasium? Jacklium? Whatever. Anyways, I haven't found that material.
Liam, I guess.
So I don't know where that's at, but that gets you a weapon surprise. I don't know what's in those packs just yet. Here above, we have a little bit of Banu.
It's got to be a Volt weapon or it's got to be an NDB, like everybody cries about that they can't get.
I hope it's not an NDB.
Me neither. We already have enough of those.
That'd be too much.
Ooh, and then 15 would be nice. Wink, wink, nudge, judge, say no more.
All right, so here we have
That
3
would
more
be very
banners.
cool.
I'll just aim up at those. All right, so for 5 Wokello favors, which means we already know that we turn in, what, 50 of those rocks to get 1 favor, so we're looking at 250 of those rocks to get a ship surprise. Ship surprise is something small like a fighter. Then you have big ship surprise, which is 8 Wokello favors. You can do the math on how many rocks you're going to need there. And then 12 Wokello favors will get you a super ship surprise. I do believe, don't quote me on this, but I do believe that a Polaris is one of those things that can be pulled. So we're going to go ahead and head on into the Emporium.
Yes.
By the way, last time we were here, last week, this is as far as we got. This is all we could see. So now we are going to go in and see what we have not seen. So welcome to the Emporium.
If you have things to trade, even more fun.
Even ma fun. Oh, what does that voice remind me of? I swear, it's like a mix between French and German accent. It's really weird. Alright, so these are the small figurines of...
Thank you for your pleasant visit, human.
Hey, you used to be able to get those.
I
Hold on.
am recent addition to your human system and bring many items from my type in your empire and the protectorate. Please, relax. Don't kill.
I swear the voice actor is German.
If you have things to trade, even more.
Ooh, I see some stuff I like already. Alright, so anyways, we got some little figurines of the, name escapes me all of a sudden.
Thank you
Van
for your
Duel.
pleasant
Thank you.
human person.
I think I've got this skull.
To your human system
These are all subscriber items.
Yeah.
Subscriber items.
and the protectorate. Please, relax.
Alright.
Don't kill. And in fact, you look around.
Ah,
You have
yes.
things to trade. Even
Cleaning
more
device. You guys want this?
I want that in
Yes.
my hangar ASAP.
Oh,
We
dude.
need it.
Fuck yeah.
Alright, moving on. Pretty rock. Nice little painting.
Pretty Rock is in the house tonight.
That's
fun. Thank you for your
Pretty rock, sitting on a stand, pretty rock. Oh wait, what?
addition to your human system and bring many
I swear I will not torture your ears anymore. I apologize. I'm embarrassed.
Please, relax.
So yeah, these are a lot of subscriber items. So it looks like you can now get subscriber items in the game by simply just getting Wokello favors and stuff.
I like that.
Oh look, there's a new Stormwall plushie. Look at him right there at the top.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. Oh, katanas, guys. Confirmed. Katanas confirmed.
Oh,
I am recent addition
Oh,
to
You
yeah.
never go wrong with one of
And,
those.
and
The
look,
box cutter.
we have a box cutter and a spoon.
empire and the
Spoon.
protectorate.
a
Please,
spool.
relax. Don't kill.
Spoon confirmed, guys. Spoon confirmed. It's about damn time.
Even more fun.
Finally, I can eat my soup.
So these are some items. From what I've heard, these little Pico balls are going to be one of the items that he wants. So a lot of what you see in here are things that you may have to bring to him. Oh, look at all these artifacts. These are cool.
Wait, go back. Was that a Wilson reference?
A what? Where?
The ball? No, I couldn't see what was written on it. I thought it was face drawn on it. I got excited. I thought it was Wilson.
Oh, from Castaway? I saw that too.
I saw it and I immediately thought Castaway, but it wasn't. Those are some cool artifacts. Looks like some Beskar.
So this is the pristine one that you can actually find around the verse. They are exceedingly rare and hard to find, but they're pretty cool pieces if you can ever get your hands on one.
Thank you for your pleasant visit, human person. I am recent addition to your human system and bring many items from my type in your empire and the
Ooh, the car
protectorate.
to all. Nice little toy car to all. That's kind of cool.
What's the name of the race that uses the car to all again? It's the
Gian?
Gian?
The G.
Yeah.
Is it the Gian? Yeah.
John, yes.
Gian.
It is John.
Is that an Abe's armor set? No, I can't see what that is in here.
Thank you for your pleasant visit, if you like. I can make
You want this? Give. Ah, see, there's the other material. See the selenium. Selenium. That is the other. That is the other material that is in the cave. So the Karenite and the one above it, both of those are in the cave. The cave Copion horns, meaning those missions where you have to go kill Copion down in the caves. They are. You have to get 5 of those horns. Marok pearls. I guess they're changing the names of them. They're no longer gems. You have to get.
Oh yeah, they were gems. You're right.
1 can of fizzberry flavor.
That's. Yeah, fizz is a drink. Yeah.
Dude, this armor is awesome. Also, apparently
You
those
want?
horns
Give
glow.
fizz. Oh, that's cool.
That is really cool looking armor.
This is basically the tracker armor modified with bones. I really like it.
And with the new system, you'll permanently have it.
Relax. Don't
Oh,
kill
there was an armor over
Have to
here.
look around. If you have things to trade,
Yeah, there's like a chest piece in glass.
Ah, it's just Xeno. Okay. I want that.
If you
I
have
want more of
things
those
to
helmets.
Then more fun.
Zen Mafan. Yes. See, it's German.
Even more fun.
Why were there giant isopods on that table?
Why not?
Because these are some of the things that he collects.
Oh yeah,
So
those
if you
things
bring
have
these-
been in the game for a while now.
Yeah, if you bring these to him, or rather, I should say, you'll get missions that will ask for these items. You have to go and get them. These look cool.
Boy, please.
Copion.
Oh yeah.
What else? Ooh. I want that thing. Yeah, that thing. I want
Looks
that.
like the Sith. What's the thing called that shows like, where
Holocron?
the- yeah, it looks like a Sith holocron.
It does.
Wait, are you talking about the cube?
No,
No,
the
the
thing to the
right.
right.
It looks like a Sith holocron.
Because, I mean, the
Yeah.
holocrons that I've seen in the video games are all cube-like.
That's the Jedi holocron.
Yeah,
Ah.
the Jedi ones are cubes. The Sith ones are like little pyramids, flat top pyramids. It looks pretty. Oh, my
Or
beloved.
Olisar. You know, you can buy this table as a subscriber item too.
You can. I have it. Oh, I
Alright.
miss you so, Port Olisar.
Yep. R.I.P. Olisar.
Analyte.
Sure. Those are some big crystals, though.
I don't know what it is. Is it Janelite?
Ooh.
Yeah.
many people like
Volt?
this get many requests.
No, it's a gallant on top, and
No, these aren't gallants. These are Volt.
are they?
Yeah.
That's how the top one. Yeah, they are. That is a Volt.
They're just decorated with horns and paint. And if you want this,
So you are human.
Lemon sea nut.
If you want me to make.
so
have
you
to
need
give
to you need to bring him the rifle. You need to bring him the ore, the Marok pearls, and the lemon sea nut, and he turns it into this.
Lemon
That's-
Cena
that's pretty
sounds
cool.
like sounds like if Fruit decided to mimic WWE, that would be John Cena's Fruit wrestler. His name Lemon Cena. Da, 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 da. You
No, I agree.
You can't see nothing.
know?
I mean, only if you have your eyes closed. I don't know what the difference is between these two. Is there a difference? Am I missing something?
Really pretty, yes. Solid build.
don't
Oh, there
think
is
so. I
in
think-
the dangle. Hold on. So this here is a
Dangle-dangle?
different piece. Yeah. Okay. So the skewered rat, what you're seeing here is the skull of the rat dangling from the front of the
Oh.
gun.
That's kind of cool though.
And I don't know why this one is just a horn. But I don't see any other differences besides that. That's it. These must be things that he's asking to
That
collect.
is-
That's a helmet I
But it's a
haven't seen yet.
Copion-
That's
it's
a
Copion skull, by the way, not a rat skull.
That
no.
is an old subscriber.
I
helmet.
just looked at the leaks. It's a little mini Copion skull.
Could be very helpful for you in travel.
Oh yeah, it is. You can
Yep.
see the horn.
I just went and quickly read the leaks. So when you asked what the difference was, I went and looked at the page. It's a little mini Copion skull.
Huh.
Which is pretty neat.
It's
I don't know
weird
why
that
he
they would
wants
ask for a skewered rat. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, the other one asked for a Cena, and it puts a Copion tooth or horn.
I
or
guess
whatever that
that's
is.
his lunch while he's, he has to eat while he's crafting the weapon, I guess. I
Yeah,
don't know.
because he asked for the fizz on the other one, which is strange. But
So, you guys are aware of the Paladin helmets, right? This looks like a light or medium version of that same helmet.
That helmet. That's the Sangar helmet.
Yeah, that one is available. In the
That's been around
store.
for a while.
It just looks lighter. Like that looks smaller than,
It's
It
still
doesn't look-
heavy.
I don't know. It doesn't look like
That's
it's
a
the
very
heavy
nice
version.
one.
I wear that helmet sometimes. Like
No,
it's
I
heavy
I
armor.
get that. I'm telling you, the design is slightly different. There's something different about this. It looks like a medium version.
I don't think so. Looks the same to me.
It's like the top portion is usually a lot like what's it called?
I'll put it to you this way: that looks more different in like the place like that as a physical thing than it does when you look at the picture in your backpack.
Mm-hmm.
But that is what it looks like physically. However, the rest of those helmets look a lot more like their picture, and that might be what's confusing you.
Well, no, 'cause
that
I
helmet
have-
specifically looks way different in person. than
I
it does
have
in the
this
picture.
helmet. I mean, not this helmet. I have one of the Sangar helmets.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on. This one's different too. Oh, pictures. Look.
Yeah, these are
Oh,
the
that's a
leaks.
Copion.
That's sick.
That one's asking for Pips cans. And Tundra Copion horns.
10 Copion horns? I mean, that's not bad. 10 Copion horns. I would
Tundra.
definitely grind for those skins. Wait, are those only Volt weapons, though?
Yeah, these are only bolt weapons.
Lame. Never mind. Don't care.
Wow.
A beef burrito. So they've also made some changes to the vault weapons. For anyone who hasn't noticed, the initial damage from the initial projectiles has been reduced, but the beam damage, whenever the weapon, so in order to get the weapon to fire, it starts off as little projectiles. Once it reaches a certain heat level, the projectiles merge into a beam. And that beam damage is significantly increased from what it was before. So Acid, if you give it another go, you might have a different opinion of it.
Interesting.
But yeah, I definitely want this armor.
Yeah, same. That's
That's
sick.
pretty cool.
And it doesn't ask you to bring the armor pieces. It asks you to bring the raw materials, and he crafts the whole armor.
Oh, that's cool, actually.
But of course, while getting those materials, you end up finding the base components to those armor too. So anyways, that's the Emporium, guys. What are your thoughts?
I like it. I want him to be in the shop physically. I want to see him. I want to see the Banu standing there in front of me.
It would be difficult because he has 3 locations in the verse. He can't be at all 3 at the same time.
Make it a hologram then. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
We have New Babbage Lady. Give us trading with Kalu. Look, he's right up there. He's right up there. Just shrink him down, make him his normal size, and that's it. That's all I'm asking for. It's not a lot.
Please relax and don't kill. But no, it's a good touch to the verse. I kind of like it. I do agree that we actually need more aliens.
Yeah.
This
I
is
want
this
more
is
aliens
this is the very
in the
first
space game. Yeah, totally.
Well, I mean, this is the very first alien that we're getting, right? So it's nice to see that they're actually trying to add more species. I mean, obviously we know about the Vanduul, we know about the Xi'an, we know about the Banu, and I think there's 2 other races that I can't remember off the top of my head.
The Monte Carlo Grand Prix
Varen.
and the Daytona 500 are the other 2 you're thinking of.
Oh,
The
sorry.
Severin and the Kurthok.
I feel like there was another one.
It's-
Which ones are the turtle?
That's the Xi'an.
Tavar. Oh,
Xi'an,
that's the
okay.
Xi'an.
Yeah, okay. So anyways, we know about all of them, and we know that we're going to be eventually butting up against the borders of some of these. I think Nyx is one of the systems that borders a Vanduul system. And so I think we might see some Vanduul raids in Nyx when Nyx finally comes out. That'd be nice. The fact that we have this guy up here, it'd be nice to see some of their actual members of their species walking around the Emporium, not just him, but like some of his helpers or something. I don't know. I like to see a verse that is diverse in not just us
Yes.
humans. I want to see lots of different aliens, whether they're interacting or not interacting. Maybe different areas they interact, and in certain areas of the verse they don't interact because it might be, I don't know, maybe Xenothreats, got a heavy presence there and they massacre them on premise. I don't know.
You ready? Yes. Moment, please.
I mean, I'd massacre anybody, but that's just me.
No premise needed.
Yeah, who needs a premise? Who needs a premise when I've got free will?
Yeah.
I am recent addition to your human system and bring many items from my time in your empire.
So, I am very much in favor of adding more aliens to the verse. I would love to see them. I would love to see even an alien walking through Area 18, even though I think that's kind of unlikely. But a setting like that with lots and lots of different aliens kind of commingling.
I get behind that. I'd agree with that. Because in a space game, I want to see aliens. Because if we went out into outer space, you know what we'd find? Not aliens, unfortunately. So we need space aliens in our pretend space game. Not saying they're not out there, I just don't think we'd find them. It'd take too long because they're too far away. Unless they're on the other side of the moon. In which case, I'll eat my words.
Well, we did see one of the drakes, and I have no clue where he's gone off to. Unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to catch up to him. That would have been cool. You know what? Maybe we should go up to the station. Let's go to Seraphim Station, see if any of them have docked over there. Oh, you know what? Now let's go to... where's Crew L1? Let's go to an L1 station. There's L1. An ambitious dream station. We can ambitiously dream we'll find a Drake Golem over there. But anyways, we'll make one final attempt to find a Drake Golem to get a closer look at it, and then we'll go ahead and start winding down the stream and move on with our day.
Time.
So, with all these new things added to 4.1, what do you guys think about 4.1? With the new Hathor stations, the new Wokello Emporiums, with the new ships and tools that are coming, and the new paints, is it something that is worth your time? Is it something that you think is just more fluff? What are your thoughts? Let's go down the row. Whoever wants to just start first.
It depends on if it's worth. It depends. I mean, like, it depends on if I actually want the thing that is offering. Like for the gun skins, I made the joke, but also it's kind of in seriousness too. Like if it's a gun skin for a gun that I'm not ever gonna use and I don't want, no, I'm not gonna grind for it because I'm not that type of person who wants to have all the things. I only want the things for what I'm gonna use. And if eventually I don't use that thing, then it is what it is. But I'm more of a live in the moment, especially with the game type of person. So it's like, if I like it now and I'm about it now, that's what I'm gonna do, and I'll go for it. But it's not as enticing to me as like the executive hangars were when we found out about them in Pyro. I'll say that. I remember how exciting that was, and I don't think I even feel the excitement from everybody, like just the masses, the same way we did about that. Like, it's not. I'm not saying that this isn't cool. I think it is cool shit, but I don't think it's as cool as the executive hangars were.
Oh yeah.
And
definitely. Sorry.
Even also because like the Polaris is the cool one. Like if I want to get on a Polaris in the game, this is how I'll do it. At least for now. Do I want one in game? Not really. But really, that as of for now, that'd be the only thing. Because also, like, I don't know if I need specific armor or will want, and depending on how registration with items goes, for tier 0, it'll be cool. Like, I might grind it out and have something, but as soon as depending on how things go down the road with tier 1 and tier 2, I might not be wearing, like, specific gear all the time, or the same gear. So, it's just gonna take time to see, like, what's worth it and what's not, in my opinion.
Yep.
Stompy, what are your thoughts? You don't often talk,
excited.
so it was nice to hear you talk earlier. I would like to get more into your brain and see what's going on.
I'm excited. It looks great. I mean, I'm gonna be happy to do some PvP over Wokello's zone. We can nickname it the W zone because all we do is kill and take dubs and take loot. Just kidding, guys. Sorry. For those of you that are soft of heart. But on the real though, it's an interesting new update. I mean, I may do 1 or 2 missions depending on what the loot table looks like Puff said. Like, I'm not a kind of person who just wants loot and will make that like my loop, basically. Like, it's got to be beneficial for what I like to do, which is FPS, which is PvP, which is dogfighting, is the whole encompassment of that. So, I mean, I mean, I'm really excited about how the pirating will go, because then we'll be able to see new routes to interdict from, which would be kind of cool, thinking ahead, and we may get some more use out of the Mantis. But I mean, I'm just gonna get my money up and keep my funny up, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah, that's valid.
Krendor, what are your thoughts? I know a lot of this you're kind of seeing for the first time.
I don't know much about this Hathor thing. I like that there's an alien.
Would you like to see the Hathor thing?
No.
I want to see the Hathor thing. What's the Hathor thing?
That's
I
the
like
mining
the-
event.
I like that the ships are getting pilot controlled guns. That's good. That's a good change.
That too. Yes. I'm excited about that.
I don't know. I guess I feel pretty neutral about it. I would really like to see them make like some actual progress, but content is content, I guess.
Darn tootin'. I mean, do you? Okay,
All right.
I'm curious. Do you feel like they've had enough quality of life upgrades or updates that, and it compared, the elevators, the quantum thing, quantum jumping is still an issue, but personally, I don't feel it's as big of an issue now. You maybe get sent back to the power jump gate or standing jump gate, whichever way you're going, once out of every 20 or so times. Would you feel like it kind of deserves a content update at this point in time with the game, and what they've said that they've wanted to do and have executed to do? Or do you just think think they still need some more quality of life, gameplay update?
I don't think quality of life matters at all in an alpha of a game
Fair.
that is still making features, and that's kind of always been my position, is worry about that shit and bug fixing when you're not building out the game still.
That's true.
So,
I guess, and kind of engaging off of what they've made their mission to be, I guess, without and I can completely agree, honestly.
And the last time I was on this show, we were talking about their decision to focus more on bug fixing rather than adding features while still calling it an alpha, and just you can go rewatch that. It's just I don't feel like I need to be a broken record about it. I'm not a fan of it.
Yeah.
And I mean, to be fair, so far everything that they've put in 4.1 has been existing mechanics. They're just adding more artistic content to the mechanics to give us more things to do. So,
Right.
I mean, so far at least to that degree, they've held to their word. But we did identify a few other things that are obviously new mechanics.
Mhm.
So, they're
100%.
it would seem that they're trying, but not trying hard enough.
I can
Do
get on board with
better.
that.
But trying to do what? It would be my
To
question.
commit to the chairman's letter, the path that the chairman's letter outlined. One other thing that is very important to note, especially for those that have systems that are borderline functioning in the game, volumetric clouds are no longer an option. You have to have them on to some degree. The lowest setting is medium.
Yeah, I did see that. I'm gonna take my turn now. Everyone's done.
Yes, and War, what is your opinion of all these new features?
I mean, I think there's a lot of good stuff being changed. Again, to what Krendor said, the pilot controlled weapons, I think it's going to be good, and I think it's also going to... I have my feelings about it. I think those feelings will be fixed once multi-crew's more effectively fleshed out, and a lot of these bigger ships get slapped with the... I don't want to use the word nerf, but rebalance they need to be slapped with. Where people aren't going to be flying around... Let's say Connie Taurus is by themselves, being the only person crewing what is a relatively large ship in scale. Doing these
Be flying
missions.
M2 solo though.
Huh?
How are they gonna be flying M2 solo? Come on now.
But people
Well,
are
that's-
already doing that.
I'm saying the Connie, because the Connie's smaller than the M2. I think even ships like that are going to get slapped
okay,
pretty
okay.
hard in that respect.
Got you.
So I think it will balance itself out, even though I do have certain feelings on it at the moment. So I think for as of right now, it's not a game-breaking change. People are going to be doing, unfortunately, Vaughn missions with an M2 solo, like you just said.
That's me.
But that will get smacked down. I mean, I'll be doing it too. I have an M2 pledged. I love my
Hey,
M2.
my man.
I mean, will it though? Like that doesn't. It seems like intended gameplay to me.
Yeah.
All right,
one
guys.
Look at it.
No,
We're
they,
at-
they list the Hercules, at least the M2 and the C2, as a 1 to 2 person crew.
Yeah.
So, what's wrong with it? It's a one person doing a mission.
I'm pretty. I'm gonna give mining a shot for the first time with this event.
Okay.
I'm gonna get the Geo. I'm gonna buy that thing immediately. I might even pledge it because I love mechs.
Okay. Nice.
See how trash this event's gonna be. Possibly, it might be good. I feel like it's gonna be very grindy, with my
Probably.
limited, my
Yeah, Rush, for
limited
sure.
understanding of gem mining. It's gonna be obnoxiously grindy. But we will see. We will have to see when it starts. Hopefully, Friday. Hopeful thinking, but probably
Okay,
next
good.
week.
Whew. Almost had a full client crash there.
Stompy was just talking about the elevator fixes, and I just had to change servers because there was like 20 of us trapped in Checkmate.
Oh, no way. Okay.
Not
take
not
that back
fully
then.
fixed.
I recant that.
Yeah, definitely gotta take that one back because I was just stranded at Checkmate there for a minute.
Wait, let me guess. The server's practically full. Am I right?
I don't actually know what population that one was at. The one I'm on now is full, and the elevators are working on this one, so
Okay.
could be worse.
True.
All right, guys. Here it is. Here's first-hand look at the
Oh.
new Drake ship.
How did he buy it?
He
Or is he
is. He's Evo.
Oh,
So let's get a nice little look at it.
Wait, who is this?
random guy.
Just someone in the verse. So the tanks are padded, interestingly enough. Yeah, here in just a sec. I'm just getting a walk around. Sorry, in-game comms are really quiet. Give me a minute. So it looks like the front engine does pivot down as part of the VTOL. I was wondering how the front would be. So that's cool. So he's got it in full VTOL right now. And I saw him get out, so we know it does exactly what you said. Right there, you can see the fuel port. Look at that. Fuel port just pops out of the side. It's definitely a small ship, has no internals, definitely, as they stated, a starter ship. Funny enough, they have more ship branding on it than... Oh, well, there's Drake up there. Okay. So it's very clear exactly what it is. Oh, look at that. That's a new detail. Look at this. When the engines are running, those pipes are red hot. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Let's give it a spin. He's gonna let me fly it. All right. I appreciate this. I'm gonna... You said I can fly it around?
What's up?
He's talking to the guy.
Oh. I want to hear this. I heard him say sound. I'm like,
Roger that.
Sure I have mine on.
Dude, it's an anvil ship.
Okay, so I understand the thing now. So they said that it's basically hold on, what's that? Sorry, what was that? Yeah, will do. Thank you. Anyways, so on Pipeline, they say that this is basically the mix between a mule and a cutter, and I now see why. Because of how you get in, it looks just like the mule, and then the cutter because of the engines.
Interesting.
Alright, so let me just quickly unlock this because it looks like he's getting off. Press to unlock. There we go. Take it out of VTOL. Put the in. Look at that, guys. This is kind of cool.
I like it.
Let's go into
Yeah,
mining
Little
mode.
charge rocket.
Okay,
It is on
so
a rail. It is a rail, okay. Oh, and then it goes out. Interesting. So it's both.
That's so sick. That's actually really
Okay,
cool.
I like that.
let's watch that in reverse.
That goes so far out. What the fuck?
It really does.
Yeah, it is kind of strange how far it goes. I was looking at it earlier.
I thought it folded out, but that's a whole different mechanic. That's kind of
You know,
cool.
it'd be really cool. Open up a caterpillar's both sides base and then mine through the caterpillar. Just stick it all the way through.
Dude,
Just for no reason.
There's no
Who
reason
was
other than
it?
Just cause.
who was it that mentioned space engineers for this ship? Didn't someone mention space engineers?
Someone did, yeah.
Because it honestly, like, if you look at the maneuvering thrusters and the way it handles, it feels like a space engineer ship.
Looks
It
like
really
one.
does.
I think it was Stompy. Mentioned it earlier.
Was it me? But I'll take credit for it though.
Oh,
I was gonna say, I don't know if it was Stompy.
It was one of us.
This is a nice screenshot. I
not
like
you,
this.
Asher?
Boom.
I've never played.
I
a
don't
game with
remember hearing
micro-reference.
anything about it.
Was it Usuals then? Maybe it was before we started.
It
this
was
game?
probably usuals, yeah.
Maybe.
What is this carved?
Usuals
Carved
or
this.
I don't know.
This is the new ship that may be out in 4.1. This is the Drake Golem. This is a Drake mining ship.
Every good ship has a name.
And as you know, all good ships have a name.
This one doesn't have a name, it just has a model. So it's not a good ship. Because it's Drake.
Called the test dummy.
But yeah, the way it maneuvers, it is very, very Space Engineers. It feels very Space Engineers. Here's VTOL. I like it.
I like
Uh,
to move it.
Here's mining mode.
Can you give me a profile of that? That is so far from the cockpit.
Oh,
What does that look like in first person? Interesting.
yeah, it's on a rail. Honestly, I think this is a ship that a lot of people in the org will be very happy with. I think a lot of people in the verse will be very happy with this ship as well. I mean, I'm a Drake hater, and I actually like this ship, and that's not easy for me to say, guys. It is not
It's
easy
just
for
a
me to say.
good ship. This is a really well designed, purpose built ship.
It
No
is.
frills about it. I really like it.
Oh, okay. I'm actually finally getting chat coming through. That's good. Also lets me know that I need to make a change. Give me 1 second, guys. I'm taking this opportunity since I have chat now to fix something that I have just spotted as a problem.
Fixing things.
Oh.
Where is it at?
Sailing sun.
Your
This it?
love is a heartbreaker.
This is it.
And
Okay.
that riff down there. I loved Weezer. I would write the Weezer emblem on the tops of my hands in middle school. Just with Sharpie so it would last.
I was always a big fan of the Weezer memes where people would just put like the Buddy Holly intro riff in like random places.
No, Carve, this doesn't have an interior. Funny enough, this thing, you get into it like you would a Drake Mule.
Yeah. Or like honestly like a Fury.
Or like any
That's how I
anvil
would just-
ship.
Or a
So let's
Talon.
take this thing. let's take this thing somewhere. Let's get rid of mining mode. Let's take it. Where can we take it? You know what?
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Is there any asteroid clusters around Daymar? I think there are.
Round Damer.
How does the cargo work then? Well, there is no cargo. It functions like a mining ship where the minerals are non-corporeal until you put them in a refinery and spit them out the other side. You know, we're just going to go down to the moon and we're going to say fuck it. Let's go to Wailing Rock. We're going to go moon mine. So, to answer your question a little bit more accurately, these tanks underneath are the containers that hold the minerals once they've been mined. There are 2 tanks, each of them are 16 SCU apiece for a total of 32.
So you said that, or somebody said earlier that that's like the same as the Prospector, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay. That's pretty dope.
For whatever reason, I cannot get the scan band to narrow, or it's like, why is this? Okay, so the scanner on the ship is broken at the moment, but we got some rocks down here we're going to take a closer look at. I don't care what they are right now, we're just going to go ahead and try and crack one. So it's very slow to slow down. Funny enough, she drifts a bit. Okay. So we're going to get into optimal range. There we go. So if you notice, they've changed the HUD again. If you're outside of optimal range, that section is red. And as you get closer in on the HUD, it turns green, knowing that you're in optimal range. This is a 7,635 mass rock, and yet somehow it says we can easily break it, which is uncommon, because typically 6,000 is the limit for a ship this size. So interesting that we can actually crack this. Let's go ahead and power the. Ooh. Yeah, let's power this up. Oh, well, let me look at the materials. Festonite. That's probably why it's easy. There she goes.
Nice.
All right, and we need to break it into some smaller pieces. Whoa, okay, out of here. Fuck, I can't move. Why can't I move? That's gonna hurt. This is really gonna hurt. I can't.
You're not in VTOL.
didn't kill the ship. I'm impressed.
I thought that they changed that now.
I
I thought
fun-
you can't blow up the ship anymore.
must
Maybe
be
I was
PTSD. I don't know.
You used to be able to. I like you. You're not wrong. Well, the first time I was in a mining ship, that's exactly what happened. But I think they might have changed that.
Oh, you know what happened?
We'll see.
Apparently my limiter is turned on this side, and whenever I was scrolling for the power of the laser, it also turned my speed limiter down, which means I had no speed and it wouldn't go anywhere.
That's
Oh, boy.
actually funny though.
So that's a problem. That's a bug. It's not supposed to happen. When you're messing with your laser, it should be exclusively your laser. When you're messing with your speed, it's exclusively your speed. Oh, someone even has the Geo. Should we go take a look? Now that we've seen this thing in action?
Wait, which
would
one's the
love-
Geo?
that's
the
the
Atlas. One, right? Yeah.
I would
I mean,
love
fuck
to
yeah,
know
go-
if we can EVA
I want
it.
to see it. I want to see how it jumps.
Show me now. Show me.
Show me.
Hit me.
All right.
Hit me.
Damn it, I said that in party.
Worms on Damer.
Oh yeah, that was the other thing I was going to mention. I saw a video where there were worms on Daymar. They were doing, and on Yella too. So around the
The little
Hathor
ones.
stations, they were showing the worms.
No big worm yet, unfortunately.
Nope, just the young ones.
I want the big one.
So Carve says it looks like a horned beetle.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah, actually, I totally see that. Yeah, I can get behind that assessment.
So we're gonna jump. We're gonna jump back to the station because we have an opportunity to see the Geo. We're gonna go take a look at it too, firsthand.
I really want to know if it can E EVA.
Gentlemen, I gotta go grab some water. I'll be back in a minute.
Get that hydration.
The other Atlas can Spider-Man around in space already.
What station are you at?
Seraphim.
Okay. I haven't been to Seraphim in a long time. I never stopped there.
They sell my favorite helmet. I think they still do, at least.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and land. So the engines on this thing are how do I say it? You definitely know you're flying an industrial ship, I'll put it that way. She slows down about as quickly as molasses. No. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Hold on.
About its slow down?
Did it change my hangar location? Where's my... Oh, no, it was just... Okay, I'm just going crazy. Sorry, guys.
Ha, noob. You're in third person.
I'm always in third person when landing. It's more cinematic.
Hell yeah, that's why I play video games, to watch a movie. I like the look of this ship though. I think it does look good.
Oof. Interesting. The up and down thrust is pretty good, but that's about it.
Oh, yeah, that's a Drake thing right there. Drake's got awesome verticality.
Not a very good landing, but that's all right. Let's put this in the in the hole, so we don't lose this.
You're gonna put it in the hole?
Yep, I'm gonna put it in the hole.
Do you
Right,
think
in
it
that
will
there
fit
hole,
in the
buddy.
hole?
Pull the landing gear back up. I didn't like that.
What to do?
Oof, we're good.
Excuse me.
All right. You stay right there. I'm pretty sure I unlocked it, so we should still be able to get into it. Yes. Okay, good. If not, we can still come back and admire it. I really do like how the Evocata guys are so willing to show these things off.
Oh yeah, because
Oops.
it's kind of. I mean, honestly, it's like getting early access to something pretty much. In any other thing, you always will show your friends. You'll be like, hey, check out what's coming. You know.
Did I get kicked out of the party?
It's like me with Tarkov. I always show all my friends stuff early.
No,
Yeah,
they're over there.
yeah, exactly. I mean, it's actually the same thing though. Like very similar.
I love being an ETS tester.
Well, it's like even like think about shoe culture, right? Like I'm not a big shoe person, but I had friends who were, and you know, a new pair of like Jordans would come out, and like you would want to show your friends and you want to show them off and be like, this is the new shit, you know? Even if you didn't have it, you were like, look, check out these pictures, dude. Check this shit.
Ooh.
Let me try another elevator. So it seems that I can't get my party member's hangar up on the panel. So this could be a problem with PTU. I have mine, but I don't have theirs. Oh, der. I'm at the wrong location. Let's go back to my hangar. That's why that's why I can't see his hangar. It's not here. Firk me. Oh, it put the ship away. Boo. What's the point of having a personal hangar if you can't keep it personalized?
It's only your home station.
Doesn't matter.
I hate that personally, but
If it says my name on the hangar, it's my hangar, goddammit.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Still, big boo. Horrible. What can I deliver that'll get me there quickly? Fuck it. Let's take the QI. It's not gonna get me there quickly, but it'll get me there in style.
It'll get you there.
Oh, it looks like he may have both vehicles in his hangar sitting out, so we may get a chance to see the Drake Golem again. And it looks like one of the party members is putting the Prospector in there side by side with his Golem for size comparison. You know, I'm not gonna lie, the ship may be absolute ass, but it looks nice. I do really like the Guardian. I just wish it was better. Question, can I fit it in my Carrack? The answer to that is no.
It's a little too big.
Alright. So I think they're over at Hurston. And honestly, if that's the case, I can just backspace. Let me just double check before I take the time to jump over there. They were 32... Oh, yeah, they're back at Hurston. Alright, we're going to save the trip. We're just going to... We're just going to pot our way home for all of you Eve people watching.
All three
Is
of
anyone
you.
other than you and me in here really played Eve?
I
In
have
here?
never played Eve, no.
In here, no. You and I are the only ones.
In like prominent members in the org. That are
No,
on
there
regular.
are other members of the org that have played Eve. There's not many, but there are some. None to the degree that I played, though.
I mean, you and I have played it quite a bit.
Yeah.
You much more than me, but
Happy Kalebeck, tell me about the war again.
And look, guys, item recovery is working. I don't have a medical gown. Wow, these frames are rough.
You.
All my items came with me upon death, including my gun and my mags. Hurston is so rough on my frames. Wait, am I even going the right way? Can't tell. Exit this way. Read the signs, moron!
Read damn signs, moron.
By the way, I know we're kind of deep into the stream, and no one is probably ever going to see this message, but I'm going to go ahead and throw it out there. If you are running contested zones, and you get to the end, and you're putting stuff on the freight elevators, stay inside the damn panel for the entire process of transferring items down and back up. Otherwise, you bug the panel, and it never comes back. Anyways, public service announcement over.
Let them know. Tell them. Light their asses.
Carrick didn't come up.
Sing it,
Okay.
sing it, sister.
You know, I actually may make a separate video just literally bullet pointing that one particular aspect. It'll be like less than a minute long. It's just gonna be me like yelling at people. Stop breaking the damn terminals! You ADHD mother... Wait, what?
quick question.
Quick answer.
Actually, I'll ask this after the stream because it's not relevant.
Fair enough.
It's Star Citizen related, but it's not relevant to the stream.
That, well, I mean,
I mean, that's validly relevant.
that's relevant.
That's relevant. Shoot.
What's
up?
your query?
You could help other people too. You never know.
Yeah, because maybe someone else doesn't know about this. So, if I'm loading my freight elevator with a bunch of ground vehicles in prep, just to have them already out and prepped, I own one ballista. If I park my ballista, and then claim my ballista, and then park a second ballista, will they both persist? Because this is
Yes.
my hangar at my home station.
Yes, they will both persist, but you will only be able to enter the vehicle that is yours, unless you unlock it before claiming it. If you do not unlock it, it will keep you out, because it is no longer owned by you.
Aha, you are right, and it did do that.
You have to unlock the doors.
So when you get into it while you still own it, you have to unlock all doors, and once you've unlocked the vehicle, you can then claim a new one, and you'll still be able to enter the other one. However, because you have unlocked the doors, that means anyone can enter that vehicle, not just you.
Now this ballista is stuck in my freight elevator. I must destroy it.
Just send it down.
Ah, yes. Yes, my Atlas just killed me. Glad to see that's still a
Fucking
thing.
Awesome, dude.
I was getting in my Atlas so I could move it. Move the
So,
ballista, the Atlas
and
just
then
murked me.
PTU is still
Yep.
very rough. I'm getting very rough frames. Let's even check. Display info 3 frames. What are my frames? Ouch. 20.
Yeah, that's a little brutal.
That is rough.
Ain't gonna lie to you.
I don't know. I'd say it's more of a bark.
Oops. Is that a fact?
So I'm at the right place now, and it shows me its hangar. Oh, not that one. Showed unknown before. I guess I have to go to my hangar. Call a new car. Alright, so let's turn display info off. Alright.
There's still 22 GM from you, it looks like.
22
You're
giggity
right.
miles.
Giggity. Oh, right.
They're traveling away from me. They're
Yeah.
actively traveling away from me.
One of them is. Only
Hold
one
on.
person.
That doesn't make sense. It showed them over here. Where the fuck are they?
Where?
Area 18.
Where the fuck are they?
Alright.
Where the fuck are they?
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
That's me when I'm wondering where they're at.
When I want to know where they are.
When I want to be aware of their location.
It's alright. I saved myself a bunch of travel time by switching to Geico. Oh, wait, what?
But what? Oh,
That's 15% or more
yeah, yeah.
On your car
insurance.
insurance.
No, I saved myself 15 minutes or more by switching to ArcCorp. Or switching to Area Hurston? Yeah.
Where are you?
Tell me your location. Can you hear me now?
You can save yourself 15 minutes or more by switching to Hurston.
Pushing to Houston?
Normally by now we would have wrapped up, guys, but we're on a mission to try and actually get visual eyes on these particular vehicles.
Yeah, mission from God.
We've gotten one so far, but this guy looks like he has both out, so it's going to be a double whammy.
Whammy!
Look with your visual eyes.
Swing, bada bada bada, swing, bada bada, no whammies.
The whammies, 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 the whammies. Fuck.
This is my favorite little ship. I love this thing.
Going on a trip in your favorite little ship.
That's funny. Be aware, apparently in 4.1, when you switch from SCM to nav mode, your engine's temporarily cut off.
What?
That's
Yeah.
not good.
That's what just happened to me.
That
okay?
doesn't sound right.
Not very cool, my friend.
Not cool at all. No, 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 no. Not cool. Not cool. Not very good.
I do not like this.
You're not like this. I'm not liking this one.
Alright, Atlas, don't kill me this time, please.
Murder him.
Murder.
Kill the infidel.
Murder, death, kill.
literally
Murder,
gambling
death,
every
kill.
time you get an
Murder,
Atlas.
death, kill.
Raw.
Pull the trigger, you know you want to.
Alright, so how many people are gonna get a golem?
I mean, I'm not.
I probably
They're cool.
won't. It is a cool ship to buy with credits, though.
Yes.
Yes. I don't know. I mean, I already have a mining ship, and I'm still waiting for it to come out. So I mean, I could put that
Yeah, me
ship
too.
in the back of my other mining ship.
In the back of my mining ship.
Because if I was able to fit it in that little cubby, I'm pretty certain I can fit it inside the Arastra. So that'll be cool
I
to
would
take
definitely
like
agree with that.
one or two of those in the back of the Arastra.
I can't move this with an Atlas either. This thing is just stuck in my freight elevator.
Well, the Arastra is designed to take vehicles with it, like the Rock. It's designed for, I think, 2 rocks. You just put a couple geos in there instead.
I mean, if you hit 2 rocks together, you'll get a spark.
Not always. Depends on the mineral.
No, I mean like if you run them into each other, you'll get a spark. Things will break. You know, they blow up.
Maybe. Not always.
What are we talking about again?
I don't know.
I know today, or this particular stream is obviously like way off of what we normally do and what we normally talk about. I mean, we touched on a lot of the topics and stuff, and we're looking at stuff in the live. But I've noticed that a lot of the times we do these live streams where we're jumping into the PTU, we tend to fall into a different format, and I don't know. I'm not sure. I think it works.
Yeah. If anything, you just specify the title. If you're going to be in game, you specify live stream, and if it's not in game and you're going over stuff, specify podcast. So that way your viewer base can know what they're in for.
My viewer base. I don't have a base. I don't even have a foundation.
Do you have a viewer tip?
You have a viewer shaft.
Don't drink and fly.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not what I do. Drink and fly. Yeah.
I drank, I flew.
You know, in Eve, we used to do what we called drunken
I drank
roams.
and I flew.
I personally don't drink, but there was an event that we used to have all the time was called Drunken Roams, and basically you would get the fleet together and everyone would get their drinks on their desk, and then we just fucking head out. And every time we get kills, people would, you know, or as we're jumping from gate to gate, people are just pounding drinks. And by the end of the roam, like the fleet was just gone. We would literally take ships out for the purpose of getting them killed.
I mean, you know, it's like it's kind of what you gotta do, right?
Absolute cinema.
Yeah, I would agree with that. That is what that is. Cinema at its finest, some might
Yeah.
say.
Peak comedy.
Peak. Mm-hmm.
I find it interesting. Frames are so much better when I'm in third person, especially coming into landing zones. It doesn't like rendering the interior of the ship and the outside as well.
I'm jealous of that black Pisces skin. I always like that.
Hmm.
The default skin for the C8X.
Let's say I don't. I don't have a C8X. I don't even think you can actually buy this C8X. It's like never for sale. I mean, I'm sure at some point you can, but like it's more rare.
Part of that bundle. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There you go. That would make sense.
Yeah.
You can get the C8X as a starter pack.
Oh, a starter. Oh, okay. Okay, that makes.
Yeah,
I
it's
guess.
the
Yeah, I didn't
carrot.
know about
Isn't it
that.
the?
No,
Is it
no,
within
not
one-
not the
that
not
one?
the Carrack and the ship pack, which it is in that one, but you can also get it as a starter.
Oh.
You know,
Oh,
game
okay.
pack.
Yeah,
All
fair
right.
enough. Okay.
Who am I? I'm going to this hangar.
You for real? Because that's kind of sus.
Actually, very suspect, my friend. Not sure if I like it.
All right, let's take a look. Let me get off the pad in case they're trying to.
Oh yeah, they're trying to shove the.
All right, so here it is, guys.
Oh, is this it? What the fuck? The desync makes it a little confusing.
So left hand is tractor, right hand is mining laser. He's trying to boost jump.
Some advanced warfare shit right there. Or infinite warfare.
Can't figure it out.
But he can jump in it. That's kind of crazy.
That is pretty cool. I like that a lot.
He's not gonna go into that.
Oh, there he
fucking
goes.
Door, is he?
What the? It's so desyncy in here that I can't tell where the fuck he's going. So yeah, this will be the move for anyone that has the Atlas in their look at that. It can basically fly on limited boost.
That's kind of insane.
So this thing is going to be the new replacement for the Atlas. No one is going to be using the Atlas anymore.
Why would you? Because this has a tractor beam.
It
Zero
can
reason to
jump,
use the other one.
it can fly limitedly, it can mine, it can tractor.
You know, here's what I would say. The use case for the other one. The other one stays inside the big ship. It doesn't leave the ship. This one goes in and out of the ship. It goes out, it does the thing, but when you need to move your cargo inside the C2, that thing sits in the middle and it stays inside and moves it around. The Polaris, some of these bigger cargo vessels that'll come out. That thing just, it's so, the first one, its sole job is being the ship. Because you don't have to worry about the boost. You don't need the mining laser. You won't need the boost in a ship because you'll be jumping around and fuck you up too much anyway. You blow yourself up or some shit.
When you think about it, the cost is so... I have a feeling that the cost of that suit's going to be so minuscule as far as differences that we're just going to say fuck it.
I mean, yeah, I feel like a lot of people will just be like, we'll just use this in all aspects. But I could see how maybe there's like the movement of that thing could be so fast that it's like, I don't like using that inside a ship. I like using it outside my ship because it can get around faster. I can walk down the ramp and then I'm moving around fucking the whole entire hangar. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. It looks like it walks about the same, but that, like, I mean, yeah, that's pretty useful. That's so cool.
So yeah, when you hold the space bar,
Bro. That is so cool.
you
It's
can't
like
change.
Valkyrie from Apex Legends.
You can't change directions once you get going. Whatever direction you're going is the direction you go.
You should bind W to up on your mouse wheel and see if you can.
I've already tried.
You bound W to your mouse wheel?
No, I'm saying
Okay.
you can't
Those have already tried.
you can't change direction in flight. Once you've lifted off, you keep going that direction until you land.
Okay.
Yeah, but
You-
some games, what I'm saying is some games they have a bug, and if you put an input, like a move forward input or something, on a
you can
scroll
tap
wheel,
strafing? Oh shit.
that's how
yeah.
tap strafing works. It's a
Yep,
bug
yep,
coding,
yep,
and
yep.
there are other games that have the same thing. But it's something they left in place because it was actually a movement technique.
Skill gap from X? What?
Dude, right? That's what I'm saying.
Alright, so is there some kind of indicator for boost?
I was wondering that myself. Like, if there's a... Can you just,
There
like,
it
hold
is, yep.
forever? Does
It's
it-
on the right hand side, see it there?
Oh, the green thing. Yeah. Oh, it's... Oh, no, it's on your... I see what you're talking about. Yeah, it's in the Atlas. It's not a part of the HUD. Okay.
So it does have limited boost. It seems to regenerate quite quickly. Also, it has a health bar, look at that. And a power bar.
Honestly, I'm not surprised that this one does it because of like what
Yeah.
all it can do. Especially with mining too, like you got to be a little careful with your mining. You blow it up, it can hurt, damage your Atlas maybe, like you were talking about earlier. Maybe jump, maybe, you know, fall damage, so like you can't drop from too heights. Maybe they don't want us to deploy. That'll be a test we'll have to do, is to see like how high can you drop out of that, and can I soften my landing with the jetpacks. I will be back at the restroom.
Okay, I think I gotta call it and go to bed.
All right. I'm trying to figure out if this has a tractor. The mining laser works clearly, both the fracture and the extractor, but
I don't think it does. It doesn't look like it has a tractor attachment on the left arm. Looks like it just has the same nub that the other Atlas does. But y'all have a good night. I will catch you next time.
Have a good night, sir.
Later.
have a good night.
Yeah, that is just the nub. So it doesn't seem to have a tractor actually. Because mine, the left arm looks the same as yours. And my right arm is what does my tractor.
They're trying to get the Carrack out to see if it'll fit in the Carrack Bay. I can answer it doesn't. It won't fit, but so if it doesn't have a tractor, then obviously there are still two distinct uses for this. So I gotta say, I think it's kind of cool. I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I do like the boost function.
I think it's gonna be really useful if you want to do the Hathor event in mine down there.
Honestly, I think the regular Atlas needs boosters. I think they need to
That'd be
update
nice.
it. Well, guys, that was a look at both the I don't know why the names always escape me. The Geo and the Golem. So, leave your comments on which one you like, which one you're going to end up getting, your reasons for liking or disliking either of them. I will be happy to read over them and talk about them on the next podcast or / live stream. And till then, I think we're going to start wrapping this up. I mean, I personally really like the Golem. I think I might end up getting one. I don't know if I'll wait till it comes into game, though. It's going to be a little ways away. Kind of want to put it through its paces. But, yeah. So, till then, we'll see you guys next time. Hopefully next week we will be on time. Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern. And honestly, if it's going to be a habit of being like a half hour to an hour late, I may just move the time to 10 p.m. Eastern. Seems to be more of a reliable time window for us. But for now, everything is going to be as is, 9 p.m. Eastern, guys. Next week, join us here for our next Captain's Log. The topic for it I can't really say because it's usually based on what has happened to us throughout the week or what we've read in the news or what kind of new stuff is coming up. It all just really depends. So just stay tuned. Hit the like button if you think we deserve it. Make sure to subscribe or follow, whichever button is down there, whichever platform you're on, because I know we're going to be starting to stream to Twitch here soon. Yeah, leave those comments. Let us know how we did. If you like something here, if you didn't like something here, and we'll address them next time. So till then, guys, thanks for sticking around for this long. It's kind of a long one this time. Sorry about that. And we'll see you next week. Say bye, guys.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Done got that engine running, but she don't sound right.
So, yeah.
Wires dangle low,
I
sparking
I
while in
like
flight.
the.
But
I keep
ain't
wanting to say
worried.
mule. I
No
like the
need to
golem.
fret. Just slap duct tape on it.
I
and you'll
I would
be
rather
set.
100% fly the golem
Anxiety's a
over
thrill that you
the
know you are alive. Every
the
trip's a
alternative,
gamble, will she survive? Oh,
which is
Drake,
the
it's a flight daily, that's the
prospect.
way. Don't forget your wrench, you'll need it every day. Every day. She rattles and shakes, don't lose your nerve. Just add more duct tape, got plenty in reserve. Wires spark, but that's just part of the show. Will she fly today? Well, you never know. Every Drake pilot's got faith so strong, thanking the stars when nothing goes wrong. The thrill of fear every time you fly, holding on tight, praying she'll get you by. Oh, Drake, it's a flight daily, that's the creed.
Yeah.
Just one more patch.
Well, it
hope
has
that's
enough
all
space. They
you'll
were thinking it
need.
wouldn't fit. I knew it would. 'Cause, you know, we are.
But still holds air, yeah, that's a Drake. If you keep up repairs, don't mind the sparks, they're just part of the charm. And that clinking noise, no cause for alarm. Wire harness swinging like a jungle vine. Just layer on more tape, yeah, you'll be fine. Oh, Drake, it's a flight daily, praise the skies. Every trip's a risk, but she still flies. A miracle on rusty bolts and duct tape dreams. She's falling apart, but really not as bad as it seems. Wires spark, but that's just part of the show. Will she fly today? Well, you never know. Every Drake pilot's got faith so strong, thanking the stars when nothing goes wrong. The thrill of fear every time you fly, holding on tight, praying she'll get you by. Oh, Drake, fix the flight daily, praise the skies. Every trip's a risk, but she still flies. A miracle on rusty bolts and duct tape dreams. She's falling apart, but really not as bad as it seems. Not as bad as it seems.
It's very narrow profile too. Like this thing is. It's small. I don't know about that. You can definitely fit like 4 of them in the top of a Polaris. Guaranteed. But I don't know about the bottom. She might be too tall. Considering the tank barely fits in there, like you literally have to squeeze it in there. I don't know. What's this guy doing? Am I desynced? Yeah, there's definitely desync. That would have landed. The landing gear are too close to the ground. Terrible pilot's doing honor to his name. There we go. What the? There's desync. I don't know where he's actually at. I mean, it might fit in a Carrack, but I think she's too tall for the Carrack. It'll fit lengthwise. It'll definitely fit widthwise, but probably not height-wise.